We both pointed at each other. Rivalry week.
Yeah.
Rivalry night.
It is rivalry week.
Here in Coffeyville, as I am Matt Jordan alongside Kyle High. As, first 2 weeks, I started off the show. Last week, I let you start off the show. And we pointed at each other, and then we both went. So, Coffeyville is set to take on Independence tonight. Should be a pretty nice night. I think temperatures are decent enough. We're not going to say anything one way or the other.
Yes, last time I said any kind of forecast, we had a lightning delay when I said, it looks like it's all going to go to the south. Yeah, and then we had a lightning delay.
It is clear and 65 and should stay in the mid-50s to 60s until into the game. So that is positive. It's Military Appreciation Night as well here in Coffeyville. And, of course, rivalry week. The 3-3 Independence Pirates are here as they take on the 2-6 Coffeyville Red Ravens. But in most rivalries, throw out records. They don't matter. It is all about who has the best team or who is most motivated on this given night. And for us, I hope it's the Red Ravens. You know, I've had the privilege this year to be a part of the ICC Coaches Show each Thursday night. Over on, you can hear that over on Star 98.9 every Thursday night starting at 7 as fireworks go off here. Sounded like a mortar shell. I actually think it was a cannon. It was a cannon. So that will mean that each time a touchdown is scored tonight for Coffeyville, we will hear that cannon go off. But I've had the privilege of doing that. I've gotten to know Coach Harris very well. I've gotten to know Jeff Carpenter very well, who's the room over, calling for ICC. So, unlike in years past, where I have been very much on the side of Coffeyville, there's a little connection now between myself and ICC. Now they were trying to they did get me some ICC apparel. They were trying to convince me that if it came in time to wear it today, I said absolutely not. That is the last thing I will be doing. But
Coffeyville broadcast.
Very much hoping for a great game here tonight and a Red Raven victory. Independence still has a shot to win the conference. Although Hutch made a case themselves today. I don't know if you've seen this score. They beat Dodge City. You want to take a guess?
I'm going to say 50-0.
85-3.
Wow.
85-3.
They allowed a field goal. Shame on them.
Right? 85, which means 134 to 10 in the last two games for Hutch.
They were upset that they lost, so now they're just taking it out on everybody.
Well, they need to grow their point margin, like the old BCS.
All right.
So they have to win by a lot. Iowa Western beat up on Snow, who was very good, and Garden City beat Highland in Highland, which is a big upset there.
That's
for
a long
Highland.
trip, though.
And Highland, actually, that is a long trip. It's literally diagonally from the southwest corner to the northeast corner. Beat Highland, who had just coming off 2 weeks ago, a big upset against Hutch. So we should have a great game tonight. Just like every week, we don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and put my stake that Aubrey gets another shot. I thought he looked really good, as good as anyone can look in a 49-7 game. But he started that game 8 of 8.
Right.
Did throw a touchdown, threw an interception as well. But I'm hoping it is Aubrey Williams that gets to go tonight. And Coffeyville looks slick. They're on the white tops, white helmets, black tops, white bottoms with the red numbers.
It's the first time I've seen these this year. I think it is the first time they've worn them this year.
They do have an all-black combo that I've seen before, which is my favorite that they have. But this is very nice as well. Independence is in all whites. But, Kyle, what's something you want to see the offense do tonight that we haven't seen them do much of this season?
I would like to see the offense throw more. I mean, I understand wanting to establish the run, but you get a lot of games where they'll just run into a brick wall on first down, second down, and then maybe they'll run it again on third down. I would like to see them throw a little more in non-passing situations, like on first down, air it out a little bit, about 10-yard flares or something like that. So, but again, that's what I would like to see them do, because I think we said a few times last week we didn't agree with some play calls here and there from from Coffeyville, because you just look. We looked at each other and said almost at the same time we didn't like that call.
Yes.
And it's like 3rd and 8. Why are you running it between the tackles when they've been stifling you there the whole game?
Absolutely. So we'll go ahead and take a minute and a half break. Come back for kickoff here on US 98.1.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front-end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full-service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair? We do that too. Come and see us on the corner of 12th and Walnut, or call to schedule an appointment at 620-251-3140. Go Ravens!
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture? Now that's awesome. Go to your local Derailed Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity, with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium, apropos for tonight's game being Veterans Night. ICC won the toss, and they elected to kick, obviously, like most teams do. They deferred to the second half. That means Coffeyville said they will receive. And so Coffeyville will start on offense. They started on offense last week, I do believe. And that was one of the weird things where I think, didn't they get the ball to start both the first and second half? And here's the kickoff. It's going to bounce at the 8-yard line. It's going to be picked up and returned to the 15 and mashed right at the 15-yard line. That's going to be number 14, Tyron Taylor. He gets mashed at the 15-yard line, and that is where they will begin this drive.
Skyville will start here, and it looks like it is the man, Aubrey Williams, who finally, I feel like I got a prediction right in predicting who's going to get the start at quarterback. So good to see him get another chance. Statistically, the best quarterback on the team.
So Williams will be starting. In the backfield with him is Marco Lee. 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And here's the pass to the left side, and it's completed. Did it get... almost looked like he got swatted at the line of scrimmage, but able to haul that in is, I do believe that was Taylor once again. It's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards. It's going to be second down and 5.
A little high, but receiver able to go up and get it, pick up 5 yards, and make it second and manageable.
Sending a man in motion is Williams. They will hand it off. Lee goes straight up the middle, gets across the 20-yard line, keeps fighting, gets up to about the 25-yard line, which he'll be about a yard short. Actually, I'll mark him at the 24. He'll be about 2 yards short. It'll be third down and 2 yards to go. We are just a minute into this ball game, obviously, still 0-0, and already a third down here for the Red Ravens.
Positively, it's a third and short as opposed to third and long.
And they'll hand it off to Lee. Fakes the handoff to Lee, and they try to throw it across the middle to Taylor, but it ends up being incomplete, and it will be fourth down for the black-clad Red Ravens.
Just a little bit too far and low in front of Taylor, who couldn't. He probably could have made the catch, but it was a difficult catch, and the defender was draped all over him. So they'll bring out the punt team and go 3 and out on the first drive of the game, but they saw a lot of third and longs last week.
Right.
So a third and short, at this point in the game, 0-0 early, you got to take your moral victories where you can get them.
So this will be Saren Hughes Ford punting, and he gets it away. It's going to be caught at the 32-yard line, returning it for Independence. That is going to be Danzel Houston. He gets up to the 50. He's to the 40, cuts back across the field to the 35. He's to the 30, to the 25, and brought down at the 24-yard line. However, there are flags back at around the spot that he caught the ball, so this is probably going to be holding and bring it all the way back.
Coffeyville catches a break if that's the call, because he returned that all the way back to where what would have been where the ball was snapped from. So a great return, and Coffeyville looks like they do catch a break.
Yeah, they ended up calling the block in the back, so that will erase that long return by Independence, and it will be first down, probably back around the 24-yard line if I'm doing my math correctly, which I'm probably not. I was not good at math in school. So
if it's from the spot of the foul, which is if they threw the flag in the right spot, it would be about the 30. The flag is at about the 36-yard line.
26-yard line, yeah.
You were close.
Yes. Again, math, not my strong subject. That's why we have calculators now. So anyway, that's where the flag was thrown out. They will mark it from there. They'll move it back 10 yards. So Independence will start back at their 26-yard line, and it will be first down on the Pirates' first drive of the series of the game. And now we get to see the strength of this Red Ravens defense this year, which has been their defense. You say that on a 49 when they give up 49 points last week, but to be fair, they were not given a lot of chances by their offense, as Hutchinson got a lot of short fields last week.
Yes.
So here's first down at 10, and it's snap back to the quarterback. He's going to throw it deep to the left side of the field, and it's incomplete. And actually, nice play there by the defense, swatting the ball away. And it will be second down on that one-on-one coverage on the outside.
Now, Independence has their second-string quarterback in tonight, as the starter is still in concussion protocol. Got hit hard early in the game last week, which was part of the reason they only scored 3 points in that loss to Iowa Western. But I've talked about it all year. The offense doesn't reward the defense when the defense plays well.
Craig Wells is the quarterback, and here he'll hand it off. He's up to the 30 and makes a man miss, getting up to the 35. Finally dragged down about the 38-yard line, and that'll be a pickup of about 12 yards, and it will be enough for a Pirates first down.
Dollard on the carry there, and with a backup quarterback in, you're probably going to see a lot of the run, which is something that Coffeyville's been a little susceptible to. It's a Big 12 defense, bend but don't break, and so far they've done a pretty good job of that this year. Wells will
fake the handoff, and they'll try to option out to the right, and he ends up getting tackled, a loss of about 2 yards on the play. Great job by the Red Ravens defense, not being fooled by that run-pass option. Yeah, they stayed at home there and didn't all go to the running back on the fake handoff on the option keeper, and were able to get a loss on the play. 13 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. We are still knotted up at 0. Here's the snap to Wells, and he'll hand it off up the middle. I do believe it's Dollard. He is up to the 45 and finally wrangled down at the 45. A pickup of about 7 yards, and it'll be third down and 3 for the Pirates here. Yeah, Dollard with a good, strong, hard run. He broke a couple of tackles and picked up a gain of almost 9 there to make it third and short. Third and 3, 12:30 remaining in the first quarter of play. Wells gets the snap. He'll pitch it out to Dollard. Dollard cuts upfield, and he'll get close to the first down marker, but he's going to be about a yard and a half short. So we'll see what the Pirates decide to do here, if they want to go ahead and go for it or not. Yeah, they're in kind of that still on their side of the 50, so probably the smart decision to punt it, which is what they'll look to do. But I also wouldn't expect them to punt. I might think about the fake here as well. But Dollard's second effort there just about got him the first down. He was almost tackled in the backfield. He is a hard runner. He's going to be a hard guy to bring down, and one of those guys that eventually wears the defense out. Absolutely. So they will go ahead and punt, being about 2 yards short, man deep for Coffeyville. Here's the punt, and it gets up in the air. Calls for a fair catch at the 10-yard line, and that is where Coffeyville will start their second drive of the game. 90 long yards to go to hit pay dirt. We'll see how the Red Ravens fare on their second drive of the game.
Monte Peterson, he's definitely learned as the season's gone on. He makes me very nervous back there because he is fearless and doesn't like to call fair catches. He likes to try to return their punts, but as the season's gone on, he started calling more and more fair catches, which is a lot calmer for me watching him return punts.
Williams gets the snap, drops back to pass, looks to his left, and now he'll take off, gets across the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a pickup of 1 yard. On the play for the Pirates, that is Daylon Williams, defensive lineman, the 6'2" defensive lineman out of Smyrna, Tennessee, getting the tackle, a gain of 1 yard for the Red Ravens.
The wind is blowing slightly. It looks like it is blowing left to right, but not enough to move the flag, which now the flag's kind of died down, but not enough to move the flags on the goalpost.
Handoff up the middle, getting up to about the 15-yard line. I can't tell if that's Famatu or Lee. Because again, I forgot the binoculars this week. So,
you told me about those.
Yes, I know.
I've yet to see
They've
them,
yet to make an appearance. So it was one of those things. I got your text about going to get the iPad at the station. I just completely forgot it. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 here for the Red Ravens. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right side of the formation. The snap. Williams throws to his left, incomplete, broken up by Independence, and it will be 4th down, and the Ravens will be forced to punt.
Another good job blanketing the receiver there by the defender, and forced to lead the receiver just a little bit, and could not complete the pass. Williams not looking super crisp to start this game like he did last game, and Coffeyville subsequently, I guess I should say, on offense hasn't looked that great either.
Hughes Ford out the punt, his second punt of the ball game. He's standing on his own goal line, and it looks like they're going to bring the house here, and he's able to get it off, and it's going to be a good punt. Bounces at the 30, back to the 25. It's going to be picked up at the 20-yard line by Denzel Houston, and he's going to try to return it. He's up to the 30. He's to the 35, to the 40, to the 50. He's to the 40. He's got a wall. He's up to the 25 and to the 20. Still on his feet, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown. Wow.
This man is a weapon. That was an insane return for a touchdown. He looked like he was out of bounds. He was brought down, stayed on his feet, got good blocks, and took that to the house. What a punt return by Independence.
Also, one of those ones I was about to say, and he's been shoved out about. No, he's still going. They're about to bring him down. No, but he's still up, and he's still running in. Ends up being an incredible punt return. I do believe that bounced to the 26, so that's going to be about a 74-yard punt return for a touchdown for the Pirates. And coming on to try to tack on the extra point is Jalen Troutman, and his kick is up, and it's good. So, with 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play, Independence strikes first, and they lead by a score of 7-0. You're listening to Red Raven Football right here on US 98.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
I'm the adult beverage you could have had. But they just didn't have what you were looking for. That won't happen when you shop Gillen's Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. That's because Gillen's carries the widest selection in the area. But on the unlikely chance they don't have what you're looking for, just let them know and they'll promptly order it for you. Gillen's Retail Liquor at 1713 West 8th Street with the largest, coldest cooler in the area and fast, friendly service you can count on. You'll never go home empty-handed at Gillen Retail Liquor.
Welcome back to beautiful Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Coffeyville, where we are about to kick off after approximately a 74-yard punt return by Denzel Houston for Independence. It is now 7-0 early on, and like I said, that was just, you think that he's out of bounds. No, he's still going. You think that he's going to be brought down. Nope. Breaks that tackle, and they just keep moving, and Coffeyville just couldn't stop him. Gets into the end zone.
Yeah, it was an impressive run, and that man is going to be an issue all night long because that should have been his second great return of the night, but the last one got called back on holding penalty. In some Big 12 news, Kansas currently leading number 15 Texas 17-14. No, this is not 2016 where they beat them, but they are leading in this game.
Here is kickoff going right to left as there was a timeout called because they were having issues trying to figure out what to do here, and the return is muffed by Coffeyville, and they end up only getting up to the 15-yard line, and that's where they will start drive number 3 of the night. And they gotta do some more than 3 and out here, which they've done pretty much the first 2 drives. Got to give that defense a time to sit down, and I said the defense may be tired, but they didn't even take the field on that last series.
That was special teams that gave up that touchdown, but the offense has to figure something out here.
Williams in the backfield gets the snap. He will fake the handoff, passes it out to the right side, and undercut at the 12-yard line after making a catch. Let's see who that was. And that was number 10, Gregory Jean, and he catches it, but it's going to be a loss of -3 yards. Great defense by number 7 for Independence. That was Jalen Stryker getting in and undercutting the wide receiver just as he caught the ball. Williams gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Lee. Lee gets up to the original line of scrimmage to the 15-yard line. And it will be, once again, 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 here, about 9 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. I really
third down, first quarter.
Yeah, I really fast-forwarded it.
I did that last night, except for I put us in the last quarter. Said there was 4 minutes left in the game, and there was 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yes, that's basically a Madden game, how long it takes. So Williams, 5 wide receivers in this set. He's going to look to his left, throws. He has a man down the sideline, and it will be incomplete, overthrown, out of bounds, and it will be 4th down once again for the Red Ravens, and they will be forced to punt again, and they will be forced again to have to deal with Denzel Houston. I would angle this toward the sideline. I would not give this man a chance to return it.
He's probably licking his chops, waiting. He thinks he can probably get another one here. As he almost broke the first one and still would have been a great return without the penalties. Broke the second one, and he's going to try to do it again here. Let's see what the punt team, because you risk trying to kick it out of bounds, you risk shanking it.
Right.
And giving them good field position anyway.
Hughes Ford puts the boot to the ball, and it's another good punt. It'll be caught at the 40 by Houston. He fair catches it there. So that's probably the best case scenario for the Red Ravens.
Absolutely.
And it will be first down for the Pirates, the ball at the 41-yard line. Their actual second series of the game.
Yeah, that's a good punt. You got it high enough for your return team to get back there, but also you got it strong enough for it to be on their side of the field, not your side of the field.
Yeah, I think he drove the last punt, so the coverage team wasn't able to get down there quick enough, and they were able to kind of set up a wall down the right side and saw that and knew it was trouble. Here is Wells. He'll hand it off to Dollard. Dollard will get up to about the 48-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards. It'll be second down and about 3 yards to go.
Yeah, with as strong as Dollard looks running the football and with how quick Houston looks returning the football, and Coffeyville could be in for a long night.
That was actually Morgan Ellison with the carry. And now here's Wells. He's going to go out to his right pass. It's complete to Houston. He gets to the 45. He's to the 40, to the 30, and shoved out at the 30-yard line. That's going to be a huge gain for Independence, a gain of about 23 yards, and it will be first down Independence, and they are easily moving the ball down the field right now. They will actually mark it at the 32-yard line. He was shoved out near the 30, and it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Independence Pirates.
Indy's looked really good in this game so far. We're not even we're just to the halfway point.
Wells gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Henry. Henry will get into the end zone, touchdown. No problem there. And that was actually Morgan Ellison gets into the end zone for the touchdown. He was not touched. He went straight up through the line of scrimmage, was not even touched. 32-yard touchdown run for Independence. And right now, Indy's saying we own Montgomery County right now because it's 13-0, and we are just barely halfway through the first quarter of play.
Yeah, it is not looking great for the Red Ravens to start this game as they come out to kick this extra point. Jalen Troutman, I actually have met all the special teams players, the long snapper, the holder, and the kicker.
Troutman's kick is
penalty.
Well, yeah, there was a flag, I guess, before the snap.
It would have been blocked.
Right.
Which Coffeyville's very good at. They blocked a number of kicks last year. Blocked, I believe, the first 4 PATs they saw this year, but haven't gotten too many later.
They picked up the flag, so there was no penalty. And so if I was Coffeyville, I'd be angry because they blocked it, and now they get a chance to do it again. Now
we're gonna stop it. What is this?
Well,
the officials are talking something over, maybe deciding where they're going to eat after the game.
Yeah,
I'm just going to tell you, I apologize to these officials because it's a new night, but I saw some really bad officiating last night, and I am not in the best mood when it comes to officials, and that is against Independence. So these officials, I realize they can't hear me. They don't know what I'm saying.
Right.
They could care less, probably. But they need to be on their best behavior. I'm going to rip into them all night long because I had a horrible officiated game the last 2 high school weeks. But yesterday was awful.
That happened a few weeks ago in Galena with Caney Valley and Galena. Here's the kick. It's up, and it's good. 7:26 remaining in the first quarter of play. Independence extends the lead, then now lead by a score of 14-0. You're listening to the coverage of Red Raven football on US 98.
Ralph, did you pay the electric bill?
Yes, Donna. I paid it using Community State Bank's online bill payment.
You know you can save a lot of time using online bill pay from Community State Bank.
Yes, Donna. I know, and it's really
easy, too. Just log into our Community State Bank account.
And sign up for Community State Bank's online bill payment.
And sign up for online bill pay.
Yes, Donna. We can do that for all of our bills.
And you can do that for all of our bills.
Yes, Donna. Community State Bank is almost as smart as you are.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Glad I could help. I love you, Ralph.
Community State Bank. Member FDIC.
I love you too, Donna.
We're back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium here in North Coffeyville, where Independence leads by a score of 14-0 early on. And do not know what's going on the field. There's a congregation of referees and a guy in a red sweatshirt down on the field, down near the 14-yard line of the Red Ravens. So do not know what that is all about. But we'll get started here soon enough. I'm guessing it has something to do with the referee's mic, on-field mic. Because we have not heard him. They tested it before the game and heard it before, but maybe the battery went dead or something. So everything is kosher now, and we're about ready to kick it off. Independence wearing their all-white road jerseys with navy numbering and lettering, outlined in gold with the gold helmets with Indy across the gold helmet. And here is the kickoff, and it will go deep at the 3-yard line. It'll be returned from there up to the 10 to the 15, and once again, for the third straight drive, the Ravens will start their drive at the 15-yard line, and that's been their unlucky number so far. And it shows that, number 74 is kicking off for Independence, but I seriously doubt that's him because they show 74 on the roster is 6'3", 365 pounds, and that guy is not 6'3", 365 pounds. So I don't know who that is on their roster. Here is Williams back in the game. He's going to throw to his right, and it's just out of the reach of his wide receiver. However, there is a flag in the backfield thrown after the throw. This may be roughing the passer, and this will give the Ravens 15 yards to move ahead and maybe get some momentum going here. But we'll see what the call is. And it is roughing the passer, so that will move it up from the 16-yard line up to the 31, and it will be first down, Red Ravens.
Biggest play of the game so far for Coffeyville, and it's a penalty.
So sometimes you kind of need those penalties to maybe get things started. So we'll see how they react to it. Maybe get some momentum going for the Red Ravens.
Something needs to get them going for sure.
Williams pistol formation, one back in the backfield behind him. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off up the middle, and just nothing doing there. Actually, getting back to the line of scrimmage, and that was Lee with the run. And just, I don't like questioning the coaches because they know a lot more about football than I do, but it seems to be a lot of just running up the middle. I don't know if they don't have any, like sweeps or something like that to get to the outside, make the defense have to move instead of just being able to just get in a box and bunch up at the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap to Williams. Williams will screen pass up to the 30, and really that's going to be a loss of a yard on the catch and throw off the little flare pass. And it will be third down once again for the Red Ravens, 3rd and 10 at the ball at the 31-yard line. They have not been able to capitalize on that 15-yard penalty. Coming out, 3 wide receivers in this formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Lee lined up next to Williams in the backfield, pointing out protection. Claps his hands. Ball snapped back to him. He's going to look to his right. He's going to step up in the pocket. He gets smacked at the 30-yard line, and wow, he got hit hard, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards, and it'll be 4th down and once again for the Ravens, their 3rd straight. Wow. It's not a 3-and-out per se because there was a penalty on one of the plays, but it felt like a 3-and-out.
Has Jalen Stryker on the sack coming in off the rush from the cornerback position.
That looked like that hurt.
And offensive line has been a big weakness for Coffeyville this year. Well, offense in general, but offensive line really is the start of that.
Denzel Houston back waiting at his 25-yard line. This will bounce at the 10, and it bounces out at the 2-yard line. What an incredible punt by Hughes Ford to flip the field. That goes from the 31. So to try to do some quick math.
Now, how do they count? Do they calculate?
They count it from the line of scrimmage.
So okay, so he kicked that from, was that the 31?
31. So if you plus that, that's 19 to the 50, and then 69 minus 2, 67-yard punt. If my math is correct.
That's incredible. Incredible punt. And importantly, it went out of bounds.
Yes. Houston did not have a chance to return that one.
Some decent special teams tonight.
Again, my math could be wrong, but that's pretty close, I think. So here's the handoff to Dollard, and he almost got knocked down in the end zone, but he was able to wiggle his way out to about the 2.5-yard line, a pickup of about half a yard, and it'll be 2nd down, and the Ravens almost got lucky there and got a safety. But the Pirates are not out of trouble yet, though.
No, the defense definitely could stand up here. Turnover or safety here would be huge just to get some points on the board and hopefully get a short field. At least got to hope for a 3-and-out.
This is one of the times you want your defensive linemen to pin their ears back and just go after him and maybe create a safety. And they'll get him in the end zone, but he's going to be flagged for a face mask as the quarterback did get sacked in the end zone, but he got grabbed by the face mask and his helmet got completely turned around. So that's going to be a personal foul, face mask. That'll move the ball up to the 17-yard line. Well, it's in the end zone, So I guess they'll mark it from the line of scrimmage. And it is automatic first down. They'll move the ball up to the 17.5-yard line. So a great defensive play wiped out by just a foolish face mask. You know to keep your hands away from that head area because they're going to protect the quarterbacks at all costs nowadays. So it's going to be first down 10, ball at the 18-yard line for the Pirates. And here's the handoff up the middle to Dollar. Dollar gets nothing. He just runs into a wall of black-clad Ravens. Will pick up maybe a yard, and it'll be second down and 9. .403 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Independence leads by a score of 14-0.
That penalty on the safety is like the season in a nutshell.
Yep. And here comes the blitz. They're going to rush Wells, and they'll get the sack back at the 15-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 3 yards. It's going to be third down and about 13 yards to go. Good job there by the Ravens defense to answer the bell after that face mask penalty. And they pinned their ears back right there and brought the blitz. They brought 7 men, and they did not have enough men on the offensive line and in the backfield to block the extra man.
Again, defense doing what they can to help here.
Wells gets the snap. He's going to roll out to his right, and he'll take it, and he'll get sacked again back at the 8-yard line. A loss of about 10 yards, and it'll be fourth down and 20, and the Pirates will be forced to punt. The defense with a good drive there, but, you know, all positive plays except the one negative would have gotten a safety, and it's just like it hurts.
2 nights in a row, I should have seen safeties.
It just hurts. I mean, it's because the rest of that drive they did really, really well. They pushed him back. And it's fourth down and 20. The ball back at the 8-yard line now.
Let's hope for a bad snap on the punt. We can get a touchdown or a safety off of it.
Yeah, over his head.
Or a good return here.
Yeah, or a muff on the him getting it. And here's the snap, and it's the punt is in the air. It'll bounce at the 46-yard line of the Ravens, and it'll roll across midfield, and it will die at the 44-yard line of the Ravens, 43-yard line, and that's where Coffeyville will start this drive, and they got to get something going here. Now, the last drive was not a 3-and-out because there was a 15-yard penalty, but after that, it was 3-and-out.
I'd love to see them offensively pick up a first down.
Yes, because that has not happened tonight yet. Via offensively, like you said, not via the penalty. Williams drops back the pass, looks to his right, throws it, and there's nobody
miscommunication,
there.
I think. I don't know if he thought that was supposed to be a comeback route, which is how he threw that, or if the receiver, it was an option route. He thought maybe the receiver was going to come back. But whatever the case was, the receiver ran a 9 route, a fly route, a streak down the field, and Aubrey Williams threw it like it was a comeback route.
The closest guy was Isaiah Taylor, and he was on the sideline. So, but Taylor now enters the ball game, so he can throw it to him. Now here's Williams, and Williams is going to get sacked. He had no chance on that play, on that option keeper, and the minute he got the snap, he had 2 guys in his face, and it'll be a loss of about 5 yards. It'll make it down third down and 15 as we just are under now 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. Independence leads 14-0. Ravens got to get something going here because Independence, they're starting to smell blood already.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're seeing a lot of third and long, too.
Ravens throw it out to the right side. Incomplete, hits the hands of his receiver. That was intended for a McCoy, Jonathan McCoy, but it hits him in the hands, and he drops it. And once again, the Ravens are forced to punt, and the most active player right now for Coffeyville is Hughes Ford.
And he's been pretty good. He's got to try it again. I'll have to try to pin him deep again, and I just still am just befuddled by the inability to figure out anything offensively.
Hughes Ford at his 49-yard line, And that'll be a pickup of about 25 yards. It's going to be another first down.
The way he runs the football kind of reminds me of Leonard Fournette. Just a strong runner, hard to bring down. Fournette, when he was at LSU, was shifty as well, but he was just a really strong runner.
30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
The Taco Mayo in Coffeyville and Parsons.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium and at Coffeyville, where right now the Independence Pirates lead by a score of 14-0. Matt's got our stats for the first quarter. Just a couple of quick hitters, Matt.
I don't want to.
That bad, huh?
14-0, 7 first downs for Indy, 1 for Coffeyville. 15 plays, 115 yards, 15 plays, 6 yards.
Wells back to pass, throws to his left. He has a man wide open, and it's hauled in easily by Nathaniel Dell. So it'll be first down once again for Independence.
Let me repeat that in case you missed it. Both teams have run 15 plays in the first quarter. One team has 115 yards. That's Independence. Coffeyville, 6.
Wow. Yeah, when you're averaging under a yard a play,
under
half a yard a play, you're not doing too well. However, Independence rolling right now. The ball at the 15-yard line after that completion to Nathaniel Dell. And they'll hand it off again. Dollar goes straight up the gut. This time met by by a whole host of Ravens, a flock, if I may. And he picks up really nothing. It's going to be a no gain, and it'll be second down for Independence. I love to use stuff like that. If at any time possible, a flock of ravens. So.
Yeah, that's...
So 14 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Independence leads 14-0. Wells back to pass. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and it's going to be out of the reach of his receiver. Once again, I do think that was Dale, and it will be third down for Independence. Not an entirely horribly bad play there. That was one of those ones that if he throws it, it's only going to be caught by his receiver. There's not going to be a Ravens that's going to be able to haul that in. So not an entirely horrible play call there, especially on third down and short. You're still in field goal range, even if you're not able to get the touchdown here.
The one bright spot of the first quarter, 5 punts, 264 yards, 52.8 yards a punt, 70 is his long.
Wow. So I said 67, it was 70, so that was an amazing punt. Here's the run up the middle to the left side of the line. Not much there for Dollard. He gets a 1-yard gain, and it will bring out the kicking team. And they will attempt to knock 3 more points onto the board. And Jalen Troutman coming out to kick the extra point. Troutman, not your prototypical kicker, the 6'1", 255-pound freshman. But he's got a pretty good leg. This is going to be a 31-yard attempt. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 13-10 remaining in the second quarter of play. Independence extends their lead. They lead by a score of 17-0. You listen to coverage of Coffeyville football right here on US 98.
Kids don't have time to get sick. Whether you're a new mom, expectant mom, or been a mom for years, pediatrician Dr. Whitney Klein listens to kids and to parents, and that turns into a great patient experience. Kids can get routine healthcare checks such as wellness visits, immunizations, or care for illness and minor injuries right here at CRMC. To make an appointment with Dr. Klein at CRMC Medical Group, call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
Hey, Raven fans, coming into town for a game? Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, Coffeyville's premier home away from home. Enjoy plush, clean accommodations, a free continental breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
Here is the kickoff to begin after the Independence field goal, and it's going to be down in the end zone, and the Ravens will start back out their 25-yard line. Probably, I do believe that is their best starting field position of the game.
They did get that punt that was on like the 40.
True.
3 or 44, but
that was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
So
they didn't do anything with it.
Yes.
6 yards of total offense. So, a 7-yard run will be more than they've had in all of the first quarter.
Williams collapse, gets the snap. They'll hand it off to Lee up the middle. Lee breaks free. He's to the 40. He's to the 45 and cut down at the 45. That's going to be a gain of 20 yards, the biggest play of the game. Let's call it 21 yards. And he was almost gone. If he could have got loose from that defender, if he not, undercut him, we may be talking about a touchdown for the Red Ravens.
Oh, over triple what they got one play right there.
Yep.
In the first quarter.
21-yard pickup ball at the 46-yard line, their own 46-yard line. And Williams gets the snap. They'll fake the handoff. Williams throws it to the right side, and it's hauled in at the 49-yard line. Let's see where they'll mark him down at. They're going to bring him back across the 50 to the 48, so it ends up being a 2-yard pickup as they're saying he ran back across the field, but I thought he was hit and pushed back, but they're going to give him forward progress at the Red Raven 48-yard line. 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8. Williams now awaiting the snap. He sends a man into motion, gets the snap, hands it off to Lee. Lee gets to the left side. He's to the 45, to the 40, and brought down just short of the 40 to the 41. That's going to be a 5-yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. So as right now, actually that's enough for a first down for the Ravens. That's what I get for looking at the scoreboard, as they were a play behind once again. But the ball's now at the 41-yard line, so it is a first down, Red Ravens. Williams gets the snap, looks to his right, throws it, and it's complete out to the 30-yard line. And it was completed to number 80, Isaiah Taylor, and he'll get out to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of about 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 1 yard to go, and they're going to mark him actually at the 32, so it'll be a pickup of 9, 2nd and 1. And looks like Coffeyville starting to move the ball here a little bit, maybe get some of that momentum going in their direction. 2 wide receivers in this setup, 1 to either side. The handoff to Lee up the middle. He finds a little bit of a hole. He's up to the 25, still moving the pile, and brought down at the 25. 7-yard pickup, and it's going to be 2nd down and 3, and the Red Ravens are finally moving the ball with some consistency here, and it will be a first down.
Maybe they just thought the game started later than everyone else did.
Yes.
They just didn't show up for the first quarter.
Maybe they thought the game time was 7:30 instead of 7 o'clock. We do have a Red Raven down, but he's able to stand up, and he's walking off under his own power. Now, probably just a little stinger, which, you say it's just a stinger, man, those things hurt. So
I remember back in my playing days, I got a stinger, and I thought my arm was going to fall off.
Yeah, they don't feel good at all.
No.
I mean, at some point, you just want to rip your arm off that boy. Just to make it stop hurting, rip the arm off. Need to amputate right now. So it's going to be first down, the ball at the 26-yard line. First down and 10 for the Red Ravens. Again, moving the ball with some consistency here now. Williams back in the shotgun formation. Lee in the backfield with him. Gets the snap. Hands it off to Lee. And not much going there. And he'll pick up 2 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. So the Ravens looking pretty good on this drive. Of course, they looked good on really good on one drive last week, and then not much after that.
Yes.
So let's hope we can get more than one good drive out of this one, because they're going to need it. They're going to want to come back. Here's a screen pass out to the left side, hauled in by Tyquez Hampton. He'll get shoved out of the bounds at the 19-yard line. That'll be a pickup of about 5 yards, and it'll be third down and the 2 yards to go. So we'll see what the Ravens attempt to do here. They are now in field goal range, but obviously you want the 6 here. But a field goal is not horrible, because you're going to probably need a field goal at some point. Here's the snap and the handoff up the middle to Lee, and he gets nothing. Brought down at the 19. And it will be fourth down. We'll see if the Ravens are going to attempt the field goal here. And they will send the field goal unit out. Actually, the offense has returned to the field.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't think we've seen a field goal this year.
They brought out Kleinpeter. Kleinpeter's now out there at quarterback for this play, and he'll keep it. He'll go up the middle. He's to the 10. He's to the 5, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Ravens.
That's why you bring in the option guy, and it worked. It worked very, very well. Great job by Edwin Kleinpeter Jr. And Coffeyville sees points. They've woken up.
Yes. So Kleinpeter with the 19.
There's the cannon.
Yes. I almost forgot about that. Sounds like it's hitting the top of the building.
I'd forgotten that it was the thing. And
so a 19-yard touchdown scamper by Edwin Kleinpeter Jr. puts the Ravens on the board. And now here's Hughes Ford with the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. 8:57 remaining here in the second quarter of play. The Ravens strike pay dirt, but they still trail by 10. It's 17-7. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
One family has been selling vehicles in Oklahoma for 90 years. Dunges Family of Autos. We're Oklahoma's oldest Toyota dealer, and we've been selling Fords and Lincolns here in Bartlesville even longer. Trade with us and you'll have a low-pressure, enjoyable time buying a car, truck, or SUV. And every new vehicle comes with our complimentary 7-year, 100,000-mile better warranty. When it comes to Toyota, Ford, and Lincoln, you have a choice. DungesChoice.com.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is, see Rocky Hill Salvage just east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill has everything you need to fix your vehicle, from door handles to rebuild parts. And they offer towing and repair, too. Auto parts, accessories, salvage, and more. You can count on Rocky Hill Salvage. Rocky Hill Salvage is 176 4000 Road on Highway 166, just a few miles east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill Salvage. Always on our toes.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium on the kickoff. It's going to be fielded from the end zone, brought out to the 10-yard line, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. And he's still moving to the 30, and finally brought down at the 39-yard line. I do believe that was Houston once again. Actually, that's going to be number 23 for Independence on that return. That is Reggie Williams, the 5'10", 170-pound sophomore out of Yuma, Louisiana, and gets great field position for the Pirates at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, just when you think Coffeyville's gotten some momentum back, they go and give up a big return and give Independence really good field position.
Especially since it's by NCAA rules, they you can only have hundreds yards. They don't count from the end zone, so officially a 40-yard return. Unlike the NFL, where they just mark you from where you were in the end zone. Here's the snap to Wells. Wells looking downfield, throws it deep. He has a man open. It's caught by Dell. Dell is running across the field. He's to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he's in for the touchdown. A 60-yard touchdown pass, one play, and Independence gets back the touchdown.
Almost immediate answer. Actually, it is an immediate answer. Great return, and then a 60-yard touchdown. It's the one time the defense hasn't played well. They have not looked good in this game so far, and they've given up some big plays and some sustained drives, and, of course, special teams not looking great either.
23-7. So after Coffeyville, you're thinking maybe they're gaining some momentum. It's immediately wiped out. And now coming on for the extra point will be Troutman. The kick is up, and it is good. 8:35 remaining here in the second quarter of play. Independent strikes back quickly. They lead 24-7. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair? We do that too. Come and see us on the corner of 12th and Walnut or call to schedule an appointment at 620-251-3140. Go Ravens!
Back at Veterans Memorial Stadium, the kickoff goes out of the back of the end zone, so it'll be touchback. Ravens will start at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens got to try to pick themselves up again, as they're now trailing by 17 once again after the one-play drive that resulted in a 60-yard touchdown pass to Nathaniel Dell, the 5'9", 155-pound redshirt freshman out of Daytona Beach, Florida. And it will be first down now for Coffeyville. Williams back in at quarterback. He'll get the snap, drops back to pass, roll, looks to his right, hauled in by his receiver at the 29-yard line. A pickup of about 4 yards. Second down and 6.
Coffeyville's just going to have to continue to try to answer in this game if they want to stay in it. They spotted Indy 17 points before they even got a touchdown on the board, and so now they're going to have to really try to stay in this football game.
Williams talking to, I do believe that's Fa'amatu in the backfield with him. And now Fa'amatu goes into motion out to the right side, and we have a flag on the play. It's going to be probably a legal shift as we had multiple men going into motion. False start on the offensive line, so it'll be second down and 15, and that's not the way you want to go.
No, definitely not. You're struggling enough.
Yeah.
You're struggling enough offensively as it is, and definitely don't want to make it harder on yourself.
Williams in the shotgun formation. Fa'amatu lined up behind him, and there was a mess up between Fa'amatu and Williams as Williams went to hand off to Fa'amatu on one side, and Fa'amatu had gone to the other side of him, so Williams just had to pull it down and try to run, and was able to make something out of it. He got 1 yard out of it. It's going to be third down and 10. And unfortunately, that was very keystone coppish right there.
Third and long. And they've seen a lot of it. Seeing another third and long right here.
The Ravens need to get to the 35-yard line. They're currently at the 25. Williams back to pass, looks, throws to his right, and it's going to be way over his receiver, and it'll be fourth down. The Ravens will be forced to punt.
Something I've heard you say too many times tonight, Kyle.
Overthrown.
Ravens are forced to punt.
Yes, and also overthrows.
Yes.
That one was not even remotely close to his receiver. So, Hughes Ford, one of the most popular players right now, at least the most frequently used player right now for the Red Ravens. Back in the punt, he's been their biggest offensive weapon, moving the ball down the field. With
264 yards punting in the first quarter.
Yes. And here's the punt by Hughes Ford, and it's another good punt. Sky punt, fielded at the 24-yard line by Houston. He's to the 30, to the 35, and it tripped up at the 35. Great tackle. And unfortunately, with these black jerseys with red numbers and no binoculars, these numbers are interesting to read.
Yeah, I didn't see who got the tackle there.
So it is going to be first down for Independence. And actually, I think on the tackle there was Prochet. So good job there by Prochet, the freshman out of Dallas. And once again, the Pirates will be on the move here as the ball is at the 37-yard line. And here is the pass to the left side from Wells. And getting away from the defender is going to be to the 30, to the 20, 10. Another one-play touchdown drive.
It's a team that scored 3 points last week, but have been firing on all cylinders in this one, up 31-37 with 6.5 to play.
Wow. They have, that is their second one. I mean, they had the defender, had him, and he lost grip of him, and he was able to scamper down to the other end of the field. Oh, man, that is hard to watch. That is a 63-yard touchdown pass. Pass and catch and run. And here's the extra point attempt. It's up, and it's good. 6.5 remaining here in the second quarter of play. And it's hard to watch this one as Independence leads by a score of 31-7. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture? Now that's awesome. Go to your local Derailed Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
Back at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and Independence just mashing the Ravens right now, 31-7. As I was telling you, Matt, the last two plays Independence have run has been for 126 yards and
two
touchdowns, and 2 plays. So it's been rough to watch, but we'll see if the Ravens can't pull themselves off the mat here. And we have a new quarterback in the game. Cam Smith is now in the game for the Ravens. Here's a handoff to Lee as he goes out. Actually, that's going to be Brian. He'll pick up about 2 yards, and Cam Smith is now entered the game due to ineffectiveness, I guess.
Okay. Stay calm, Matt. Aubrey obviously not having a good game. Okay? Cam Smith is the worst passer on this team. Mm-hmm. He is the 33% passer rate or completion percentage, and that's the guy you go to.
What's wrong with running Klein, Peter? Here's the handoff to Brian. He gets across the 30-yard line, gets up to the 34. He'll be 1 yard short.
If you're going to play Cam Smith, I want to see Cam Smith run the football. That is what is Cam Smith.
He is athlete. Yes, he is an athlete.
Aubrey is the better passer, Cam Smith is the better runner, and Edwin Kleinpeter Jr. is the mix of both.
At this point, let's just bring in Bastable. We haven't seen him in a while.
I don't understand. Your one touchdown is courtesy of Edwin Kleinpeter Jr.
Yes, why is he not playing? So Smith gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Brian. Brian bounces outside to the right. He's going to get the first down and going to be escorted out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's going to be a first down. Ravens. Brian doing a pretty good job running the ball here and moving the sticks for the Red Ravens.
You know, and Cam, I'm sure you're a wonderful person, a great guy.
Yes, this is not on him as a person.
But you haven't shown me at any point in this season confidence for me to have confidence in you playing the quarterback position. And I just don't know. Aubrey's struggling for sure, but I don't know why you go to Cam Smith.
And the handoff to Lee, and just nothing. The minute he got the handoff, he was bashed in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Okay, do you remember a couple weeks ago we saw those things floating by the lights that were kind of white looking? I figured out what those were. Those quite possibly could have been spiders on their webs, because sometimes what they'll do is they'll shoot their webbing out and let the wind catch it and they carry them. So it's quite possible spiders were flying through the air.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, that's always a great thought, because
we're already hit this point of the game where we're talking about non-football.
Yes. It's 31-7, 4:18 remaining here. Second down and 13. Cam passes, and it's incomplete and thrown at the feet of his receiver. It was intended for, I can't find it. So it's going to be third down and 13, 4:11 remaining here. And it'll be third down and 13, 4:11 remaining here in the second quarter play. Independence leads by a score of 31-7. And Cam Smith has replaced Aubrey Williams for the time being. And we're waiting to see what the holdup is. 2 seconds left on the play clock. And we are going to have a timeout called by Coffeyville, as there was confusion. And we'll go ahead and take the break with them. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. You're listening to coverage of Red Ravens football right here on US 98.
Ralph, did you pay the electric bill?
Yes, Donna. I paid it using Community State Bank's online bill payment.
You know you can save a lot of time using online bill pay from Community State Bank.
Yes, Donna. I know, and it's really easy.
It's really easy, too. Just log into our Community State Bank account.
And sign up for Community State Bank's online bill payment.
And sign up for online bill pay.
Yes, Donna. We can do that for all of our bills.
And you can do that for all of our bills.
Yes, Donna. Community State Bank is almost as smart as you are.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Glad I could help. I love you, Ralph.
Community State Bank. Member FDIC.
I love you too, Donna.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium here in North Coffeyville, it's going to be third down and 13 for the Ravens. Heading right to left across your radio dial, Cam Smith in the shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers in the formation. Smith back to pass. Is going to step up in the pocket, and he gets hit at the line of scrimmage. He ran right into the defensive lineman, and it's going to be a pickup of about 1. It'll be fourth down for the Ravens, and once again, the punt team comes onto the field.
Going to have to punt once again, so Cam Smith's first drive doesn't gain some yards, but can't get into Independence territory, and Indy's going to get the ball, and hopefully it's longer than just a one-play drive.
And I hope it doesn't end in the end zone. So here's the punt by Hughes Ford. And it'll bounce at the 26-yard line, and Houston will take it at the 25. And he gets hit hard as he tried to run backwards back at the 22-yard line. And that is where Independence will set up their next drive as they lead by 24, 31-7, 3:22 remaining in the first half.
Big plays have hurt Coffeyville. 78-yard punt return, 32-yard run, and 2 huge pass plays for touchdowns. And those are all 4. All 4 touchdowns are 30 or more yards. And then you have the 1 field goal. So Coffeyville's defense has been susceptible to give up the big play, which is not necessarily like them. They're like bend but don't break, and
right.
They have done a lot of breaking so far in this game.
The dam is totally broke tonight, so Wells in the backfield. He's in no hurry to get the next play started, even though the game clock not running. It's the play clock. That's running. It's down to 1 second, and they'll get the handoff to Dollar. Dollar, nothing going there. A loss of about 1 yard for Dollar, and it'll be second down and 11. So being stopped there by a whole group of Ravens, and it'll be second and 11. Ball is on the 21-yard line. Wells in the shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers in this setup. He'll get the snap, drops back to pass. He'll throw it deep to his right, and it will be out of the reach of his receiver. That was intended for number 81. That is going to be Nyer Clark. Is out of his reach. However, he did have a step on his 2 defenders, and if that's placed right in his hands, we may be talking about another Independence touchdown.
Just a little too far in front of the receiver. One of the few bad throws that Wells has made tonight.
And even though Wells is a second-string quarterback, he's looking like a first-string quarterback tonight. He throws it deep down the field, and once again, out of the reach of his receiver, but he got popped as he threw it. Clean hit, though, and that will be fourth down, and the Red Ravens finally force a 3-and-out here, and maybe a little bit of time left on the clock to, if they can get the offense going, to maybe get at least something on the scoreboard.
Yeah, there's no relaxing either on that Independence offensive side. They don't care that they have a 24-point lead. They took 2 deep shots on that drive, and we're this close to converting on both of them. But good job of the Coffeyville defense to force negative yards on the drive and force them to punt.
Well, I've always been the mindset that when it's your rival, you go for the throat, and you don't let up. And we're going to have a timeout called here by Indy, and we'll go ahead and just keep it right here as the timeout called by Indy. And it's been a tough game to watch. Like you said, been big plays that have just got the Ravens here, and when it's a rivalry game like this, you would hope that the Ravens will respond, but right now they just haven't been able to get up off the mat.
Yeah, offense outside of that one drive has really looked really stale. Made a change at quarterback. We'll see if that plays into it any. Sometimes they say a change at quarterback could be a good thing because, a team only prepares for one guy. But with the way that Coffeyville's played quarterbacks this year, I think you'll prepare for all 3 guys every week.
Peterson back at his own 40, ready to receive the kick. And here's the snap back, and here's the boot to the ball, and may have shanked it a little bit, but it will bounce at the 40 and roll out of the bounds at the 35-yard line. Got a good bounce and roll, and it will be first down for the Red Ravens here at the 35-yard, their own 35-yard line. 65 yards to go to pay dirt.
Yeah, that wasn't the cleanest-looking punt, but it was effective, and Independence has brought pressure on about all the punts that Coffeyville has done. Coffeyville bringing 0 pressure on Independence punts.
Smith, back in the game as quarterback, has 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right. 1 back in the backfield with him. He'll drop back to pass. He looks downfield, throws it down the middle of the field, and it almost was intercepted. As he threw into almost looked like triple coverage on one receiver, and he's lucky it did not get picked.
Yeah, lucky that was either a defensive lineman or a linebacker that got his paw up there to bop that one down. But that was not it was a kind of a duck up there anyway. It was a wobbly pass and then right into triple coverage.
Second down and 10, 2:24 remaining in the second quarter, the first half, if you will. Smith drops back to pass, throws it. He's hit as he's thrown, and did he catch that pass?
No.
We'll see what the call is, and they'll say no, he did not, and it'll be 3rd and 10, and Smith got hit hard back there as he threw the football.
Not a bad pass there, but
right, especially being pressured like that.
He did take a pretty big hit, and another 3rd and long coming up for the Red Ravens.
I mean, at this point, if this keeps up, you got to burn the black jerseys.
So right now, black jerseys are not.
You got to burn the black jerseys. They got to go.
Maybe just this combo, because I really liked how clean the black on black looks, but maybe not go black and white.
Well, right now the Ravens looking black and blue, but down by a score of 31-7. So here is Smith gets the pass. He's going to roll out to his right and looking downfield. He has a man open. It's caught at the 47-yard line, and that is enough for a Red Ravens first down.
Props to Cam Smith to roll out and keep his eyes down the field to try to find, because eventually when you scramble, it's just up to your receiver to run himself open, and that's exactly what he did. Way to set his feet and throw on the run there, as well as you can set your feet when you are throwing on the run. But good job by Cam Smith, and I think timeout was called.
There was a player down on his knee, so it was the official timeout. But he's walking off the field, so it's good to see that he's okay. But hauling in that pass was Isaiah Wright, so it's first down for the Red Ravens, and you're just hoping they can, at the very least, I mean, you'd love to get in the end zone, but at the very least get into field goal position and at least try to get some points on the board before the end of the half, because Independence does get the ball to start the second half. Cam Smith, after that great pass there, he gets the snap. They'll hand it off, and I do believe that's either Lee or Brian. Actually, I think it was Brian the ball carry, so it'll be second down and about 8 yards to go and 90 seconds remaining. And, I don't know about that call. I mean, obviously, you're trying to catch them off guard with a run there, but you got to show some urgency here as time is running out here in the half. Second down, about 8 yards to go. Smith back to pass. He's going to have to roll out of the pocket. Now he's going to step up into it, and he just gets sacked back at the midfield stripe, and it'll be third down. And we are under a minute, and the Ravens almost seem content to just let this first half run out and get back into the locker room and try to regroup.
Let's see if they what they want to do here, but
they are going to go ahead and call timeout here. So let's go ahead and take the timeout with them. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
I'm the adult beverage you could have had, but they just didn't have what you were looking for. That won't happen when you shop Gillen's Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. That's because Gillen's carries the widest selection in the area. But on the unlikely chance they don't have what you're looking for, just let them know and they'll promptly order it for you. Gillen's Retail Liquor at 1713 West 8th Street, with the largest, coldest cooler in the area and fast, friendly service you can count on. You'll never go home empty-handed at Gillen Retail Liquor.
Veterans Memorial Stadium in North Coffeyville. I was munching on a piece of pizza. So it is near the end of the first half here. We have 43 seconds remaining. Coffeyville with a third down and 13 back at the midfield stripe. We'll see if they can't get downfield, at least get a first down here, and maybe at least get into field goal range for Hughes Ford. Wind picking up just a little bit as the flag is now moving a little bit, wind blowing out of the north.
They put 47 minutes on the clock, then they took it off but 47 seconds.
Oh, boy, yeah. That'd be interesting. Here's Smith getting the snap, and he falls over as he was trying to make a spin move, and he tackled himself.
Couldn't stay on his feet as the name Tucker was coming in uncontested, unblocked, coming in to try to hit the quarterback. And I think we're probably going to head into half with this punt. So, because right now it's about a second difference where the play clock is about a second faster than the game clock.
Yeah, they'll have to snap the clock. I mean, they'll have to snap the play. This one, if I was Hughes Ford, I'd take the snap and just run out of bounds. Don't even give Houston a chance to return.
I punted away, but I angle it out of bounds.
And here's the punt, and he will do it's going to bounce at the 15, and Houston will pick it up, and he'll get tackled back at the 13-yard line. That is the final play of the first half. Independence, it's all Independence. They lead by a score of 31-7 over Coffeyville. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime guest. You're listening to the coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
Playing an important part in the growth of Coffeyville and southeast Kansas is Acme Foundry. From humble beginnings in 1914 with just 2 small buildings and 40 employees, Acme Foundry has grown to a 212,000 square foot facility with over 300 employees. Today, Acme Foundry is a diverse company with a wide array of products, including parts for diesel engines, hydraulic and industrial valves, petroleum production gears, and more. Acme Foundry, representing the growth of Coffeyville.
At Taco Mayo, save lots of money on the classic value menu. Choose from 4 mouth-watering items for just $5. There's 10 items to choose from, like crunchy beef tacos, bean burritos, tostados, frosty cold drinks, and the most popular Potato Locos. It's an unbelievable value. Pick 4 items for a measly $5. You can choose additional items for just $1.25. While enjoying the game, stop in and feed the family without breaking the budget. Only at Taco Mayo in Coffeyville and Parsons.
Kids don't have time to get sick. Whether you're a new mom, expectant mom, or been a mom for years, pediatrician Dr. Whitney Klein listens to kids and to parents, and that turns into a great patient experience. Kids can get routine healthcare checks such as wellness visits, immunizations, or care for illness and minor injuries right here at CRMC. To make an appointment with Dr. Klein at CRMC Medical Group, call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
Hey, Raven fans, coming into town for a game? Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, Coffeyville's premier home away from home. Enjoy plush, clean accommodations, a free continental breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
One family has been selling vehicles in Oklahoma for 90 years. Dunge's Family of Autos. We're Oklahoma's oldest Toyota dealer, and we've been selling Fords and Lincolns here in Bartlesville even longer. Trade with us and you'll have a low-pressure, enjoyable time buying a car, truck, or SUV. And every new vehicle comes with our complimentary 7-year, 100,000-mile better warranty. When it comes to Toyota, Ford, and Lincoln, you have a choice. DungesChoice.com.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is, see Rocky Hill Salvage just east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill has everything you need to fix your vehicle, from door handles to rebuild parts. And they offer towing and repair, too. Auto parts, accessories, salvage, and more, you can count on Rocky Hill Salvage. Rocky Hill Salvage is 176 4000 Road on Highway 166, just a few miles east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill Salvage, always on our toes.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair? We do that too. Come and see us on the corner of 12th and Walnut or call to schedule an appointment at 620-251-3140. Go Ravens!
Welcome back here to Veterans Memorial Stadium, where we are at halftime, and it hasn't been a pretty one so far. Independence leads by a score of 31-7. But we do have our guest. He's here every game, as he is every game. Brad Weber here from Coffeyville Community College. And
yes.
Brad, how are you doing today?
I am doing great. A lot better than our Red Raven football team right now.
Yes, that's not been pretty out there. Hopefully they can come out and have a miraculous second half.
Yeah.
So
that's what we're hoping for.
Yes, absolutely. Realistically, probably not, but we would like at least a competitive second half. But lots of things going on, including I checked out my first volleyball match this past weekend.
Yes.
When they played against Allen. Of course, I did not get to see the Cali game, but a very successful week so far for the volleyball team.
Volleyball team's very good. They're looking really good. They're aiming to peak here towards the end of the season, and I think they're achieving that. They did play Allen and Cali last week. You said you went to the Allen game. That was the first one. They didn't actually play Cali then. The next night, Cali's ranked actually number 4 in the nation. We're ranked number 2, so it was the setup to be a nationally
top 4 matchup.
But we kind of took it right to them from the start. Swept them 3-0. So kind of turned the eyes on the Cali a little bit. So, but they are. We're looking good. We have a couple or a home match next week on Tuesday. NEO's coming up across the border. We'll see them, and then we'll travel to. I believe it's KCK maybe on Wednesday next week. So getting close to the end of the season. However, with the Red Ravens, I think we have four matches left in the season, and 3 of the 4 are home games, home matches.
Hey,
so
there you go.
Come on out and watch some volleyball.
Absolutely, some great volleyball, by the way. I was very entertained watching that game that I went to against Allen. Heading on to soccer. They had the last match I remember was Wednesday, and I came up here and I was showing my kids the enormity of the stadium, and saw they were playing Johnson.
They did.
How did both the girls and women's and men's team do?
Women's and men's, they did play last week against Johnson. It was a tough go, defensive battle in both games, and we were on the losing side both times to 2-1 losses. 2-1, we were the one in both of those. Tough losses on both of those. They do have a few games left. I think that both teams play tomorrow, actually, on Sunday. Up at KCK, I think is where they're traveling, so they'll be up tomorrow. So wish those Red Raven soccer teams good luck tomorrow.
Absolutely, and then the women have done pretty good this year. The men have struggled, but again, it's just been one of those years for the men. There's glimpses of bright spots there.
Yeah, like you mentioned, the men it's been a tough season on the men's side. They're still out there fighting, though. They do play tomorrow. Hopefully they can get a victory tomorrow. The women's teams look pretty good. The women's teams actually have a few wins over some ranked teams this year. When it comes to that. They beat KCK earlier in the season. They had a good victory against Cali here a week or so ago. So the women's about mid-pack in the conference standings, and with some wins over some ranked teams. So we'll see how they can finish out here to finish off the season.
And we're getting pretty close to basketball season tipping off here in, I do believe, just a few weeks.
Regular season starts in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and in fact... I can't remember if there was some kind of jamboree in Wichita that happened just recently, or it's about to happen.
Yep.
If you can tell us about that.
Yep. Both teams are out this weekend at some scrimmages. We call them scrimmages and preseason type stuff. I think the men's team's in Wichita, and the women's team, Fort Worth maybe, or somewhere in Texas, I think, for some scrimmages for them. But they're trying to get tuned up. We got a couple weeks. I believe the opening game of the season on the women's side is November 4th, I believe, and then with the men on November 6th. So those dates will be here before you know it.
That's right. Basketball just right around the corner, and so it's going to be a pretty good season. We've also seen some scrimmages where the baseball team's kind of gotten out, and obviously their season's still quite a bit away. We have to go through winter first, but still, it's good to get out there and just kind of get things loosened up. That way the coach can look at his players and kind of figure out what they need to work on during the off season.
Yeah, both the baseball and the women's softball teams, they're allowed some dates in the fall where they can go out and do some scrimmaging. And I think earlier today, the softball girls had their alumni game out at Byers Field here in Coffeyville. So they had their alumni game today. It was a beautiful day for that. But yes, baseball and softball have some fall days to kind of keep tuned up, looking towards the spring schedules.
Absolutely. So just kind of a lot of sports happening all at once right now.
Yeah.
So it's a very exciting time if you're a Red Raven fan. There's a lot of sports happening all at once.
We got everyththing going. We even have some cross-country. Our cross-country teams have been out. They actually ran yesterday, Friday, at a meet over in El Dorado, the Ollie Isom Invitational that Butler County hosts each year. Both our men's and women's teams were over there, and Robert Wood, our cross-country coach tells me that they're starting to kind of peak for their end-of-season stuff as well, that the teams are looking pretty good.
So, hey, it just sounds like most of the teams on campus are doing very well right now, and it's an exciting time to be a Red Raven.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, for sure.
All right. Well, Brad, thank you very much for coming in. We're going to have an extra long halftime today, so we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break here. When we come back, we'll have some stats for you from the first half of play. And again, Brad, I thank you very much for coming in here at halftime. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture? Now that's awesome. Go to your local Derailed Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity, with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
I'm the adult beverage you could have had. But they just didn't have what you were looking for. That won't happen when you shop Gillen's Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. That's because Gillen's carries the widest selection in the area. But on the unlikely chance they don't have what you're looking for, just let them know and they'll promptly order it for you. Gillen's Retail Liquor at 1713 West 8th Street, with the largest, coldest cooler in the area and fast, friendly service you can count on. You'll never go home empty-handed at Gillen Retail Liquor.
Playing an important part in the growth of Coffeyville and southeast Kansas is Acme Foundry. From humble beginnings in 1914 with just 2 small buildings and 40 employees, Acme Foundry has grown to a 212,000 square foot facility with over 300 employees. Today, Acme Foundry is a diverse company with a wide array of products, including parts for diesel engines, hydraulic and industrial valves, petroleum production gears, and more. Acme Foundry, representing the growth of Coffeyville.
At Taco Mayo, save lots of money on the classic value menu. Choose from 4 mouth-watering items for just $5. There's 10 items to choose from, like crunchy beef tacos, bean burritos, tostados, frosty cold drinks, and the most popular Potato Locos. It's an unbelievable value. Pick 4 items for a measly $5. You can choose additional items for just $1.25. While enjoying the game, stop in and feed the family without breaking the budget. Only at Taco Mayo in Coffeyville and Parsons.
Kids don't have time to get sick, whether you're a new mom, expectant mom, or been a mom for years. Pediatrician Dr. Whitney Klein listens to kids and to parents, and that turns into a great patient experience. Kids can get routine healthcare checks such as wellness visits, immunizations, or care for illness and minor injuries right here at CRMC. To make an appointment with Dr. Klein at CRMC Medical Group, call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
Hey, Raven fans, coming into town for a game? Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, Coffeyville's premier home away from home. Enjoy plush, clean accommodations, a free continental breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
One family has been selling vehicles in Oklahoma for 90 years. Dunges Family of Autos. We're Oklahoma's oldest Toyota dealer, and we've been selling Fords and Lincolns here in Bartlesville even longer. Trade with us and you'll have a low-pressure, enjoyable time buying a car, truck, or SUV. And every new vehicle comes with our complimentary 7-year, 100,000-mile better warranty. When it comes to Toyota, Ford, and Lincoln, you have a choice. DungesChoice.com.
This is Coffeyville Community College Red Raven football.
Kick off the second half of play. Independence leads by a score of 31-7. And the numbers say it all. Well, let's check out the stats here at the half. Again, it's 31-7. First downs, very different than you would think it would be, as ICC has 10 first downs. Coffeyville has 7 first downs. ICC with 94 yards on the ground. Coffeyville with 58. But here's the big difference here. 167 passing yards for the Pirates, while the Red Ravens have only thrown them for 41 total yards of offense. 99 yards for Coffeyville, 261 for Independence, and third down conversions. Coffeyville's 2 for 11. They are 1 for 1 on fourth down conversions, and they are both 1 for 1 on red zone chances. But that really doesn't tell a story, because a lot of the big scores for Independence came outside of the red zone. For Coffeyville, Marco Lee has 9 carries for 48 yards. Well, actually for 45 yards. Edwin Klein Peter Jr. has 1 rush for 19 yards. Of course, that was the touchdown that the Red Ravens would get. Kaishan Bryan, 3 carries, 12 yards, and Fa Matsu, 2 carries for 2 yards. Aubrey Williams, who has been lifted from the ball game, he went 7 for 13 for 23 yards. His longest pass was only 9 yards, and he was sacked once, while Cam Smith is one of 4 for 18 yards, and he has been sacked once. Tyquez Hampton has 2 catches for 7 yards. Sighton Williams has 2 catches for 2 yards. And Isaiah Wright has 1 catch for 18 yards. The bright spot on the side of Coffeyville has been the punting, as Hughes Ford, 8 punts, 407 yards. He's averaging 51 yards a punt, including a long of 70, and 3 of those punts have been inside the 20-yard line. Over on the Independent side, Tion Dollard has 7 carries for 54 yards. Morgan Ellison has 2 carries for 38 yards, including the 1 touchdown. Craig Wells, 2 for 4 for 44 yards, while Stephon Brown is 2 for 4 for 123 yards. So he came in basically to throw bombs, and that's what he's done. He's thrown 2 passes that have been completed for 123 yards, and those were the 2 bomb plays. Nathaniel Dell, 83 yards, 2 catches for 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Isaac Beverly, 1 catch for 63 yards. And leading the defensive side of the ball for Coffeyville, Christian Gomez with 4 tackles, 2 unassisted, 2 assisted. And also he has 1 sack, while Tyrese Knight has 3.5 tackles. So it's a pretty lopsided game, as Independence leads by a score of 31-7. And again, we are on the extended halftime due to being Veterans Day activities. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take another 5-minute break. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is, see Rocky Hill Salvage just east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill has everything you need to fix your vehicle, from door handles to rebuild parts. And they offer towing and repair, too. Auto parts, accessories, salvage, and more. You can count on Rocky Hill Salvage. Rocky Hill Salvage is 176 4000 Road on Highway 166, just a few miles east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill Salvage, always on our toes.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair? We do that too. Come and see us on the corner of 12th and Walnut or call to schedule an appointment at 620-251-3140. Go Ravens!
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture? Now that's awesome. Go to your local Derailed Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity, with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
I'm the adult beverage you could have had. But they just didn't have what you were looking for. That won't happen when you shop Gilliam's Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. That's because Gilliam's carries the widest selection in the area. But on the unlikely chance they don't have what you're looking for, just let them know and they'll promptly order it for you. Gilliam's Retail Liquor at 1713 West 8th Street, with the largest, coldest cooler in the area and fast, friendly service you can count on. You'll never go home empty-handed at Gilliam Retail Liquor.
Ralph, did you pay the electric bill?
Yes, Donna. I paid it using Community State Bank's online bill
You
payment.
know you can save a lot of time using online bill pay from Community State Bank.
Yes, Donna. I know. And it's really
easy, too. Just log into our Community State Bank account.
And sign up for Community State Bank's online bill
And sign
payment.
up for online bill pay.
Yes, Donna. We can do that for all of our
And you
bills.
can do that for all of our bills.
Yes, Donna. Community State Bank is almost as smart as you are.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Glad I could help. I love you, Ralph.
Community State Bank. Member FDIC.
I love you too, Donna.
This is Coffeyville Community College Red Raven football.
The Sleep In and Suites in Coffeyville presents Red Raven Football on KUSN. Brought to you by Coffeyville Community College, Taco Mayo, Coffeyville Tire and Auto, Dungeons Ford Toyota of Bartlesville, Gilliam Retail Liquor, Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, Derailed Commodity, Windsor Place, Acme Foundry, and Community State Bank.
Welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Coffeyville, where we are getting pretty close to the start of the second half of play. Independence leads by a score of 31-7. And Matt, I was going over the stats here over the first half, and man, it's absolutely one-sided. The defense. This is definitely. Even though point-wise it's not been their worst game of the year, but they've just not looked good at all today.
No, they are very much struggling offensively, defensively, and you hate to see that in a rivalry game because this is when you want to be at your best. This is when you want to play at the top of your game, and struggling outside of pretty much one big run by Klein-Peter. This offense has not done much of anything, and the defense has given up 4 big plays.
So it's been a tough time for the Red Ravens as we are about to kick off the second half here in probably about a couple of minutes. Not sure if they add on the 3 minutes, but I don't know why you would do that after you just had a 25-minute halftime, the extended. And is that one of those things where you have to petition the league to say, hey, we want a longer halftime?
I think so. They give it for certain things.
Usually a homecoming or something like veterans. Hey, yeah, can you imagine the league saying, hey, we wanted to extend the halftime so we can do a veteran salute? And no.
Yeah, right.
It's like, yeah, that's gonna be a bad look. So, but anyway, it's gonna second half coming up here, and Independence will be getting the ball, so they have a chance to actually extend the lead before the Red Ravens touch the ball again. So it's going to be rough.
It needs to be a different half. It needs to be a completely different half. You got to look at this as a brand new ball game if you're Coffeyville. I assume Cam Smith's going to get to go to start the second half. We'll see if it lasts very long. My opinion, and what do I know? I'm just an announcer up here, but I give it to Edwin Klein-Peter Jr. That's just my opinion. But obviously, I'm pretty sure, and who knows, they may surprise me, but I think Aubrey Williams' day is done. Yeah,
and I mean it's been just basically a carousel all year. That we have, every week we've been saying before, they take the field. It's like, so who's the quarterback going to be today?
Yeah.
And so you just never know who it's going to be. Sometimes it's going to be Klein-Peter. Sometimes it'll be Williams. Sometimes it'll be Smith. The only one we haven't seen, and that at least I haven't seen personally, has been Bastable. So, and I know he played a few downs earlier this season. So we are ready to go. Kicking it off right to left, it will be the Ravens. And once again, that sounds like something hits the top of the roof on the cannon fire. Here is Houston. He's up to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and shoved out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And again, Denzel Houston showing his explosiveness, and it'll be first down for Independence. The ball will be near the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line. And they're going left to right, so they're heading south to try to get into the end zone. That says Ravens in big red lettering. And here's the handoff up the middle, and there's nobody there as Dollar will get to the 40, to the 30, cuts back. He gets to the 25, breaks a tackle, and is finally brought down at the 15. Nope. I thought he was down, but he turned around, and nothing like a knee or a butt ever touched the ground, and he just kept going, and finally was brought down at the 12-yard line. Wow.
And that was actually Shamari Jones on the carry there. It was number 5. And actually, I think we see a new quarterback in as well.
Yeah, it is Stephon Brown, I do believe.
Yeah. Or Steven. No, it's Stephon. You're right. It did not look like an O.
So Stephon Brown in at quarterback, and again, as you said, that was. And here's the handoff by Brown to Jones, and nothing going there. And he gets back mainly to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like Indy's going already unloading some of the bench players, giving them some time there. I mean, it's a big enough lead, but big enough lead, you might as well try to get them some PT while it's kind of safe right now for the lead.
Yep.
Shotgun formation. The snap back, the pass out is good. He gets to the 10-yard line. It's hauled in by Dell. Dell, one of the better receivers on this team so far tonight. He gets up to the 4-yard line. It's going to be a 7-yard pickup, so it's going to be third down, about 4 yards to go. Actually, about 2 yards to go. And they do do not have to get a touchdown. They can still get a first down without getting the touchdown, as they only need 1 yard to accomplish that feat. 3rd down and 1. The ball on the 4-yard line, and keeping themselves Jones. He's going to get in the end zone easily. Touchdown. And that was actually Brown with the QB draw, gets in the end zone, and it's now 37-7, and it's getting chippy now.
Nope.
Chippiness abound as Ravens and Pirates are down there shoving and yelling at each other. We had flags fly all over the place, and this is what you worry about in games that get blowouts like this, especially rivalry games, is teams starting to lose their cool.
Yes, and this is a rivalry game, and there's the players don't necessarily know it nearly as much as the fans and the boosters do. It's more for them. But the players start to feel that sense, get that sense of a rivalry game. Coach Harris put it pretty well yesterday. Every game is a rivalry game for him. But for the fans, it's definitely a big deal. But there is a little chippiness. Players know it's a little bit more of an important game.
All right. So probably going to have offsetting unsportsmanlike. And we'll see what the call is.
So it was on the quarterback.
Number 9 on, did he say number 9 on Coffeyville?
Yes.
Because there is no number 9 on my roster.
There is no number 9.
Maybe it was number 8, but again, that couldn't be it either because that is Famatu. Unless he's decided to start playing defense. But anyway, offsetting unsportsmanlike conducts. And now the extra point being attempted. The snap back, the kick's up, and it is good. 12:55 remaining here in the third quarter of play. Independence drives right down the field, and they now lead by a score of 38-7. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
At Taco Mayo, save lots of money on the classic value menu. Choose from 4 mouth-watering items for just $5. There's 10 items to choose from, like crunchy beef tacos, bean burritos, tostados, frosty cold drinks, and the most popular Potato Locos. It's an unbelievable value. Pick 4 items for a measly $5. You can choose additional items for just $1.25. While enjoying the game, stop in and feed the family without breaking the budget. Only at Taco Mayo in Coffeyville and Parsons.
Playing an important part in the growth of Coffeyville and southeast Kansas is Acme Foundry. From humble beginnings in 1914 with just 2 small buildings and 40 employees, Acme Foundry has grown to a 212,000 square foot facility with over 300 employees. Today, Acme Foundry is a diverse company with a wide array of products, including parts for diesel engines, hydraulic and industrial valves, petroleum production gears, and more. Acme Foundry, representing the growth of Coffeyville.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium as the ball is kicked off into the end zone and it goes out of the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback as we see lights from, I do believe, fire trucks heading away from the stadium. So some kind of emergency happening back in town where the fire trucks are now needed. And it will be first down and 10 for the Red Ravens as the kickoff went out of the back of the end zone. Ball will be at the 25-yard line. Cam Smith back in the game at quarterback. We have 3 wide receivers in this formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the left, and they'll hand off to, I do believe that is either Lee or Famatu. But no gain and actually a loss of a yard on the play. And that is Famatu. And it's going to be second down and 11. And what I don't agree with here is, like, running up the middle has not worked all night. It's not going to ever change. Start doing some sweeps or some off-tackle stuff. And as that is probably the most successful of the middle run, as Famatu is able to dive ahead and get up to the 29-yard line. A pickup of about 6 yards, and it'll be third down and 5. Actually, closer to 3rd and 6. Smith claps his hands. The ball snapped back to him. And this is actually Kleinpeter that's in the game now. So Edwin Kleinpeter, he immediately comes in and throws a pass, and it's enough for a first down for the Red Ravens.
We are 11:50 left here in the third quarter, and have seen 5 quarterbacks in this game.
Yes.
Total. 3 for Coffeyville and 2 now for Independence, but it's on the positive side, the good side for Indy.
Yeah, it's not a lack of ineffectiveness on their side. Here is Kleinpeter back to pass, looks downfield, throws it to his right, and it was batted down to the ground by one of those big defensive linemen. Was actually number 42, Dalen Williams. The 6'2", 245-pound defensive lineman from Smyrna, Illinois, the redshirt sophomore, batting that one down. Second down at 10, 11:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Independence leads 38-7. The snap to Kleinpeter, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Getting the sack for Independence was Jalen Stryker, the defensive back coming off the edge, and Kleinpeter had no chance there. The minute he got the ball, he had 2 guys right in his face and just really did not have a chance. They were able to jump the snap pretty much, and it's now going to be third down and long, 3rd and 13 here for the Red Ravens. They need to get up to the 46-yard line. And snap back to Kleinpeter. Kleinpeter throws it incomplete, but that's going to be pass interference as the receiver was undercut before the ball even got there. And that will be an automatic first down and a spot foul. And that should move the Ravens up to the 41-yard line. They called that a penalty on Nicholas Days as he undercut the receiver, and he's talking to the Coffeyville sideline, and now talking to the referee saying, "I didn't do anything."
Didn't do anything. Come on, ref.
And actually, it was not Days. That was actually Kamal Haddon. And here's the handoff, bouncing to the outside. It's actually a pass completed out to Isaiah Wright, and Wright gets up to about the 45-yard line. It's a completion of 4 yards, second down and 6 for the Red Ravens. 3 wide receivers coming out in this formation. They're to the left side, 1 to the top, far side. Kleinpeter claps, gets the ball. He'll hand it off to Brian. Brian cuts upfield, goes to the outside, cuts upfield, and he gets up to about the 47-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 2 yards, and it'll make it now third down and about 4 yards to go. So once again, so a third and medium situation here, 3rd and 4. Fa'amatu checks into the game, replaces Brian. Also checking into the game, Zurich Bolden. Snap back to Kleinpeter. Hand it off to Fa'amatu. He runs up the middle, gets across the 50-yard line, and he's going to be right at the first down marker. We'll see if they give him a first down. But he is right at the marker, and they will give him the first down. So Fa'amatu powers his way up the middle and is able to pick up the first down for the Red Ravens. Jesse Johnson checking in for Coffeyville. The 6'3", 245-pound tight end out of Beaumont, Texas. And Kleinpeter looking pretty decent on this drive. 38-7, 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter of play. Independence on top. And the handoff to Fa'amatu again. He gets up to the 47-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 2 yards, second down and 8.
This is pretty much the best drive Coffeyville's had tonight as far as being able to move the football and Edwin Klein-Peter Jr., he's the one touchdown for Coffeyville, and so far doing a pretty good job of moving the football here.
Second and 7. 5 wide receivers now. One going into motion. There'll be a jet sprint head off, and actually Klein-Peter will keep it. He's up to the 40 and ducks down to the 36-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. That's going to be enough for another Red Raven first down. So Klein-Peter, he was going to do that jet sprint handoff to the wide receiver, but defensive player was wise to it, so he just pulled it down and took off with it for 10 yards. And the ball's at the 36-yard line. Klein-Peter, three-step drop, throws it. He has a man open down the field and cannot catch it. Oh, man, in the end zone. He laid it right in his hands. You got to catch that. You got to help your quarterback when he throws you a great pass like that. And it'll be second down and 10. Tell you what, Matt, you got to help out your quarterback there when he lays it right in your hands.
He was just, a foot away from having an easy touchdown.
And that was Fob Matu, and he now checks out of the ball game. And now a little more of a bunch formation here. Klein-Peter drops back to pass, throws it across the middle. He has a man open, and he catches it at the 15-yard line. And after he caught it, he was bumped pretty hard, but he's going to be able to jump up, and that's going to be another first down. Red Ravens, great pass and an even better catch.
Jalen Stryker, the guy that was covering him there, fell down, leaving it just enough space to come up with an easy catch, and he did take a monster hit.
And I actually think that may have been Bolden coming out of the backfield to catch that. So another Raven first down, and they're on the move here at the 10-yard line, 15-yard line. Man goes into motion. It's going to be a jet sprint handoff, and nothing there. Actually, a loss of a yard. That was Fob Matu, the ball carrier, and nothing there as he went across the formation, and it'll be second down and 10. (38-7). Independence leads Coffeyville. 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter of play at Veterans Memorial Stadium on an absolutely beautiful Saturday night for football. Klein-Peter has 5 wide receivers. He sends Fob Matu in motion, and Klein-Peter will take it himself. He goes straight up the middle and is wrangled down at about the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4 yards. It'll be third down and about 6 to go. The Red Ravens do not need... the Red Ravens can't get a first down without a touchdown. They need to get to the 5-yard line for that first down marker. As we have just 6:10 remaining in the third quarter. Independence up by 31, 38-7. Once again, spread formation, empty backfield for Klein-Peter. Sends Fob Matu in motion. Well, fake the handoff to Fob Matu. And Klein-Peter's into the end zone as he runs up the middle for the touchdown. So the Red Ravens are back on the scoreboard once again thanks to the legs of Edwin Klein-Peter Jr.
Klein-Peter, 2 rushing touchdowns. He's looked the best of any quarterback tonight. I said you should have gone to him a lot sooner. And so far, it's working for Coffeyville.
And there goes the cannon.
I don't think I'll ever be ready for that.
Yes, that time I saw the flash before the sound, so I was prepared that time. So the touchdown for Klein-Peter. That's his second of the night. 5:57 remaining. Independence leads 38-13, and we have. As they said on Impractical Jokers, 'tis confusion, as nobody knows what was going on the Coffeyville side, so they're going to go ahead and take a timeout to try to get everything sorted out. Let's take a 30-second timeout with them to listen to the coverage of Coffeyville football right here on US 98.
Kids don't have time to get sick. Whether you're a new mom, expectant mom, or been a mom for years, pediatrician Dr. Whitney Klein listens to kids and to parents, and that turns into a great patient experience. Kids can get routine health care checks such as wellness visits, immunizations, or care for illness and minor injuries right here at CRMC. To make an appointment with Dr. Klein at CRMC Medical Group, call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
We're back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. It was a fake kick.
It's a bad snap.
Yes.
That turned into an absolute wonderful fake.
Yes.
Under immediate pressure, looking for anywhere to go, and spun, turned around, and just chunked it into the end zone. And someone was there.
Yeah,
Miracles.
was able to catch it. So it makes it 38-15. So we'll go ahead and keep the broadcast right here since we just took the break. But what it was a bobbled snap by, I do believe Famatsu was the holder, and he took up and tried to run it in, but he noticed that he had tons of guys there waiting for him, so he spun back around to his left, headed back toward the center of the field, and then ran backwards and then chucked to the end zone, had a man in the end zone who scooped it off the ground before it hit the ground. Great catch there, and the 2-point conversion for the Ravens gets them two extra points closer, and it's now 38-15. Still a huge lead for Independence, but that's got to give the Red Ravens some momentum here in the third quarter with 5:57 remaining. Not sure it's going to be enough for this game, but maybe you could get some positive vibes down there on the sideline. Hughes Ford will be kicking off. And could you expect maybe a onside here?
No, I don't think. I think they got enough luck on their side the last play.
So here's the kickoff from Hughes Ford, and he's going to kick it deep, and it will go. Be received at the 4-yard line by Houston. He's to the 20, cuts back to his right, and it's going to come back no matter the reason, as flags came flying out on the play, probably in the area of holding, and more chippiness abound as there's more shoving and dirty looks at each other and just general dislike of each other. So we'll find out what the flag was, as we have a conference of zebras trying to figure out what the call is here. The flag's at the 29-yard line.
You calling them the zebras reminds me of my favorite Budweiser commercial of all time.
I think I know the one you're talking about. And it is holding on Independence, and I'll move them back to the 19-yard line. That's where he's saying, "Are you blind, zebra?" And
no, he said it's animals playing football.
Right.
And the official is an actual zebra.
Yeah, he said, "Come on, zebra," and then they show him it's an actual zebra because he looks like the official. Here is the pass out to the left from Stephon Brown, hitting his receiver to the left side of the field, getting up to the 22-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards as they started this drive on the 15-yard line, and it will be second down and about 4 yards to go here. Ball on the 21-yard line for Independence. And here's the handoff up the middle. And this is going to be Dollard. Actually, this is going to be Jones, but it's going to come back because there's flags all in the backfield. And Jones goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line, but this is probably going to be completely wiped out as there were flags on the play that will probably wipe out the play altogether. So Mr. Jones is probably going to be a little tired as he's not going to see the fruits of his labor. Yeah.
And disappointed.
So another holding call. This is the second one that's wiped out a huge play for Independence. Otherwise, you can imagine what the score would be right now if those plays weren't wiped out. And it's not a hold, but they're calling it a illegal shift. But still, the play is wiped out. They'll back it up 5 yards from the spot of the foul. And actually from the line of scrimmage, which is 19, so they should back them up to the 14-yard line or near it. And they're going to mark it at the 16-yard line. And it'll be second down and 9 yards to go. and just wiping out a huge play there for Independence. Brown in the shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the right. He's going to throw it deep. He has a man open, and he hits him. He's to the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Independence. Catching that was Nathaniel Dell. I believe that's his 3rd touchdown of the night. He got behind the defense, caught it in stride, and just no problem for him. That's going to be an 84-yard touchdown catch and run. And Independence not letting up. It's now 44-15. As we now await the extra point. And here's the extra point attempt. Snap down, the kick's up, and it is good. 4:44 remaining in the third quarter play. Independence extends the lead. They now lead by a score of 44-15. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
Hey, Raven fans, coming into town for a game? Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, Coffeyville's premier home away from home. Enjoy plush, clean accommodations, a free continental breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeyville Sleep-In and Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
One family has been selling vehicles in Oklahoma for 90 years. Dunge's Family of Autos. We're Oklahoma's oldest Toyota dealer, and we've been selling Fords and Lincolns here in Bartlesville even longer. Trade with us and you'll have a low-pressure, enjoyable time buying a car, truck, or SUV. And every new vehicle comes with our complimentary 7-year, 100,000-mile better warranty. When it comes to Toyota, Ford, and Lincoln, you have a choice. DungesChoice.com.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Coffeyville, here's the kickoff to the Red Ravens. It'll be caught in the end zone and down there, and the Red Ravens will start at the 25-yard line as Independence with another quick dagger of a play, having that they had a big run wiped out, and then they just said, okay, we'll throw the big play, and as Brown was able to hit Nathaniel Dell in stride, and like I said, that's Dell's 3rd touchdown of the night, and he's having a heck of a game. So the Ravens starting on their own 25-yard line. Peter claps, gets the snap. They hand off to Famatu, runs it to the outside, and nothing there. Lost 5 yards back to the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 15. So a rough night if you're a Raven fan. And also if you're a Raven. 45-15, 30-point lead for Independence with 4:18 remaining here in the third quarter of play. 5 wide receivers in this formation. They send one into motion, and Kleinpeter will keep it himself, but he gets nothing. Wrangled down at the 20-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 15 yards to go. And if you're an Independence fan, one, you're excited because the team's doing well. 2, you're beating your Montgomery County rival. Kleinpeter gets the snap, throws to his right. He completes it to the 35, to the 40, and he keeps running to the 45, to the 50, and runs out of bounds at the 50. Hauling in that pass for the Ravens is Isaiah Taylor. A huge pickup there of about 30 yards, and it'll be 1st down, Red Ravens. So it'd be a 29-yard run as he ran out the 49, but still a huge play there for the Red Ravens. Taylor making some nice moves to get out there. And here's a handoff to Fa'amatu. He's up to the 40, spins, gets down to the 35. A flag comes in late, but I think it's going to be a face mask. So they would tack that on to the end of the penalty. We'll see what the call is here, though, but a good run there by Fa'amatu, because it looked like he got his face mask grasped as he was being brought down. So they would just add this to the end of the penalty, or add this penalty on to the end of the run.
Coffeyville's starting to pick up some momentum offensively. They just can't. They're having a hard time climbing back in this game because Independence keeps answering with quick touchdowns.
So at 15 at the end of the run, that as I moved it up to the, so it was at the 36-yard line, move it up to the 21, and is now 1st and 10 at the Independence 21-yard line. Kleinpeter gets the snap, throws to his right, quick hitter, out to the outside, to the 15, to the 10, and he will be spin, and he's still in bounds, and now finally going to be brought down by a whole host of different Pirates, but he gets up to the 6-yard line. That's going to be enough for another Red Raven first down. That was Taylor bringing in that catch and making some moves and getting out to the outside. So it's now 1st and goal, ball at the 6-yard line for the Red Ravens. Empty backfield here for Kleinpeter. Now he'll send a man in motion. It's going to be the fake Jets handoff, and Kleinpeter will go to his right, and he'll get into the end zone. The ball came out, but that should be a touchdown, and it is a touchdown, Red Ravens. Kleinpeter with his 3rd touchdown run of the night. And the cannon got me that time. I wasn't ready for it. And that's going to be touchdown, Red Ravens. They're into the end zone again, and they are looking good offensively in this 3rd quarter. However, the defense has got to make a stop here. So it's now 45-21, extra point pending. Hey, the Red Ravens say, forget it, let's just go for 2 again.
I like it. In the Wildcat.
Yeah, it is a Wildcat formation. Here's the snap back to Fa'amatu. He'll keep it himself. He'll go up the middle. He's close. He may be in. We'll see what the call is. There are flags all over the place after the play, but I don't think Fa'amatu got in. And now there's another flag that just got thrown by thrown, and we wonder if this is unsportsmanlike conduct. This would be post-foul, post-play, though. But lots of laundry on the field. Now, it looks like all the penalties may be on Independence. We'll see what what the call is here. As the discussion occurs at the 3-yard line between all the officials, trying to get all their ducks in a row, cross the T's and dot the I's. And Coffeyville may get another shot at this. We'll see what the final result of all this wrangling is. As the special teams are still out there, so Coffeyville may have another shot at this as nobody's left the field. And this is a long conference here. And still waiting, and I mean, it's kind of meetings you have at work sometimes that takes so long. And now they're going to go talk to Coach Flores, and like I said, I do believe Coffeyville, they are lining up again for the 2-point conversion. However, they're going to be lining up at the 5-yard line, it appears to be.
The mic hasn't been working all night for the officials, so we're not really sure what the call was. But there was, 4 flags thrown there?
Yeah, there was 3 flags thrown right after the play was over, and then about 5 seconds after that one, another flag went flying. And if you could hear that, Texas is pulling away from KU. They lead now by a score of 40-30. So Texas finally woke up.
Here we go.
After the play, unfortunate conduct. Number 2 of the defense. Number 2 has been disqualified from the game. That's how we have to recount.
So Coffeyville gets 2 penalties. One was 12 men on the field. The other one was unsportsmanlike conduct. And I guess that was his second.
Yep, TJ Katai, I think he said number 2?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been disqualified from the game. He's been ejected. So that's his night. And Coffeyville going to go for 2 here as the ball is going to be placed at the 1-yard line. Again, Wildcat formation. Fa'amatu in the backfield. Awaiting the snap. And now here's a shift by the Red Ravens. They send 1 man in motion across the formation. Fa'amatu keeps it. He gets in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. So with 2:16 remaining in the third quarter of play, the Ravens strike again. It is 45-23. Let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break. You're listening to coverage of Red Ravens football right here on US 98.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is, see Rocky Hill Salvage just east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill has everything you need to fix your vehicle, from door handles to rebuild parts. And they offer towing and repair, too. Auto parts, accessories, salvage, and more. You can count on Rocky Hill Salvage. Rocky Hill Salvage is 176 4000 Road on Highway 166, just a few miles east of Coffeyville. Rocky Hill Salvage, always on our toes.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, where the Red Ravens have struck twice in this quarter with 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. It's now 45-23. Defense got to help here, though. They got to help out the Red Ravens offense, because the offense is finally clicking.
Been saying it all year. Reward, and they finally are being rewarded, and we're not playing hard anymore.
Yeah, it's one game. Let's put one game together, guys. I mean, finally the offense is finally waking up and doing something and helping them out. The defense has got to step up now, and because even though this is still a 22-point lead, you just never know in football. Things could turn on a dime. We've already seen it tonight. And here's the kickoff by Hughes Ford. It'll be caught at the 2-yard line. Here comes Houston. He's up to the 10, to the 20, cuts back to the left side. He's to the 30, to the 40. He spins to the 45, and it's brought down right there at the 45. And I almost lost my...
You good?
I had to cough. So, just as I was saying something, have you ever had that air that comes right back up your windpipe while you're talking?
Yes.
Yeah, I caught my own breath, and it made me cough at the same time. So, yeah, I'm good. It just caught me a little off guard there, kind of like that cannon did the last time. So it's going to be first down and 10 here for Independence. The ball at their own 45-yard line on that good return. I don't trust that scoreboard now because it's obviously on the 45, and they put 44 up there. Here is going to be, I do believe this is Brown with the ball. He's going to run out to the 40, to the 35, and is shoved out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Stephen Brown, as we've, it's not Stephon, it's Stephen Brown, as we've been informed. But it gets a huge run there, about 25 yards. We'll call it 26 yards. And it's going to be first down for Independence. Brown, 3 wide receivers in this setup. Lined up behind him is Shamari Jones. Actually, that's going to be Tion Dollard. And he'll get in. He'll get to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Pirates. A sweet play to the left side, 29-yard touchdown run for Dollard. And this is apparently a Madden game where defense is purely optional. So Dollard with the touchdown run. Looking at the replay over here on Matt's phone, it looked like he wasn't touched. So extra point pending. And the snap, the snap back kick is up, and it is good. 1:27 remaining here in the third quarter of play. And Independence widens the lead. They lead by a score of 52-23. Well, let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to coverage of Red Ravens football on US 98.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front-end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full-service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair? We do that too. Come and see us on the corner of 12th and Walnut or call to schedule an appointment at 620-251-3140. Go Ravens!
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture? Now that's awesome. Go to your local Derailed Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Here is the kickoff, and it's going to be fielded in the end zone, and it will be another touchback, and the Ravens will start again at their 25-yard line. So it's what do you say? It's been an offensive show tonight, and I wonder how many booms they have left in that cannon. Hopefully, there's a lot more left. So that the Ravens can score a whole lot more, because they're going to need it to get back here as they trail 52-23.
Yeah, it's been an offensive output. The only issue was Coffeyville spotted ICC just too many points.
Klein Peter back to pass. He's going to roll out to his right. Now comes back to his left, looking downfield. He has a man down that was open downfield, but he decided to throw the short pass to Famatsu at the 30, but it hits the ground before Famatsu can get it, and it'll be incomplete. Second down and 10. But Klein Peter doing a good job out there, coming in relief. Quarterback number 3 for Coffeyville tonight, as ineffectiveness by Williams and Smith made the move to this. 5 wide receivers in this setup. Brian goes in motion, and it'll be a screen pass out to Brian, out to the 21-yard line, and he'll be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. There's going to be a loss of about 5 yards. So the ball's at the 20-yard line. It'll be third down and 15. Brian will check out of the game. And 3rd and 15.
Another 3rd and long, Coffeyville. Haven't seen it as much as the third quarter as they saw it in the first half, and a much more cleaner third quarter for offensively for Coffeyville. But you got to pick up some momentum here if they can pick this up.
They got to get to the 35-yard line. Back to pass is Klein Peter. He throws it to his left, caught at the 29, trying to get to the first down marker, but nowhere near it. Hauling that pass in was Tyquez Hampton, but unfortunately he wasn't near the first down marker. He gets brought down at the 30-yard line. They're about 5 yards short, and the punt unit will come onto the field. So that is one of the very few unsuccessful drives that the Ravens have had here in this third quarter.
Yeah, and that will be the end of the third quarter. So Coffeyville trails 52-23. We will have the fourth quarter when we come back here in a minute on US 98.1.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. valuable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
I'm the adult beverage you could have had. But they just didn't have what you were looking for. That won't happen when you shop Gillen's Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. That's because Gillen's carries the widest selection in the area. But on the unlikely chance they don't have what you're looking for, just let them know and they'll promptly order it for you. Gillen's Retail Liquor at 1713 West 8th Street with the largest, coldest cooler in the area and fast, friendly service you can count on. You'll never go home empty-handed at Gillen Retail Liquor.
Welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium, where the third quarter stats will be handed to us. We'll get to that here in just a second. And Coffeyville's going for it on fourth down. A pass out to the 30, and he is still on his feet. Nope, they said he was down at the 31. And the fourth, actually that was third down. Or was that fourth down? That was fourth down. Again, scoreboard again, lying to me.
That was fourth down.
The fourth down conversion, no good, and now ICC will get the ball with a really short field. Matt, a couple third quarter stats over there for us.
Marco Lee with 11 carries, 63 yards. Klein-Peter, 7 carries, 47 yards. 3 touchdowns for Edwin Klein-Peter on the ground. Klein-Peter also 7 of 10 for 81 yards passing. Isaiah Taylor, 3 catches, 45 yards. Titan Williams, 3 catches. Hampton, 3 catches. Wright, 2 catches. Stephon Brown, 5 of 7, 224 yards, 3 touchdowns, having himself a heck of a game. Craig Wells, 2 of 4, 44 yards for him.
Here is Brown having to roll out, and he's going to be sacked back at the 39-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 8 yards. It's going to be second down and 18.
No, that was Wells actually.
Wells is back in the game.
I don't really know what they're doing with the quarterback situation, but
I thought I saw a 6 out there, but I was
rotating them back and forth. Of course,
with my gut.
Stephon Brown having a really good game. Anytime when you have 5 completions and it's for 224 yards, that's a heck of a game.
And 3 touchdowns, I think, as well. Yes. So yeah.
So 3 of the 5.
That's a heck of a completion percentage there. Here is the handoff to, I do believe this is Dollard. He's going to be shown out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And that was Shamari Jones with the ball, as they are kind of rotating players in and out quite a bit here. And it will be third down at 10 for the Red Ravens, as I work to pull this laptop out. And it is third down and 10. And back to pass as Wells. He's going to find a man in the corner of the end zone. He's close to the end zone. It's going to be the 1-yard line, but hauling that pass in once again is Nathaniel Deal. And it will be first and goal, the ball at the 1-yard line for Independence, and Independence looking for pay dirt again, and they are right on the doorstep. 52-23, 13-15 remaining here in the ball game. And double tight end set here for the Pirates, and here's the handoff to Jones once again. He's going to get in the end zone touchdown. So once again, Independence finds the end zone. It's 58-23. Extra point pending. And right now the Coffeyville defense would have trouble stopping anybody right now. This has been their as you said, their poorest performance of the season. Troutman on to kick the extra point. The snap back, it's down, the kick is up, and it is good. 12:58 remaining in the ball game. Independence extends the lead. They now lead by a score of 59-23. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
Everyone looks forward to a good meal. That's why we do dining differently at Windsor Place. We call it 7 to 7 dining. Residents can come to the dining room anytime between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for a home-cooked meal of their choice. 3 specials are available throughout the day, along with a full menu, including all-day breakfast. If residents need a treat between meals, they can visit our self-service snack pantries. Come see what makes Windsor Place different at mealtime. Call 620-252-4929.
At Coffeyville Tire and Auto, we have you covered. Do you need a front end alignment? We can do it. Need tires? We have them, new or used. Do you need an oil change? We have full service oil change for just $29.95. Need automotive repair? We do that too. Come and see us on the corner of 12th and Walnut or call to schedule an appointment at 620-251-3140. Go Ravens!
Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Coffeyville. And ready to kick off is Independence again, right to left. And it'll be fielded at the 4-yard line, brought back to the 10, to the 15. Cutting back to the left, he's up to the 20. He'll spin and be brought down at the 22-yard line. And that is where Coffeyville will start this drive. First down 10 for Coffeyville. Ball at the 24-yard line. .12:49 remaining here in the ball game. Independence leads 59-23. Klein Peters, shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right, and now 5 wide receivers as the backfield completely empties. Pass to the right side is complete. And hauling that in is Isaiah Wright. It'll be a minimal pickup of about 4 yards. And it will be second down and about 6 yards to go. Snap back and throw to the left side, almost intercepted as the pass knocked away, and it'll be third down for the Ravens. 12:20 remaining in the ball game. Five wide receivers, empty backfield for Klein Peter. Claps, sends a man into motion. And Klein Peter will keep it on the option up the middle. And he's not going to even be close. Gets up to the 32-yard line. And it'll be fourth down and about 2 yards to go. And the Red Ravens have just said, forget it, we're going for it. So potentially, if they do not cash in on this, another potential short field for ICC, and I don't see ICC stopping. Basically doing the Cobra Kai no mercy thing here. And here's going to be the fake handoff, and Klein Peter tries to get to the first down marker, and he doesn't make it. He's short. That's going to be another turnover on downs. Yeah, I don't agree with that call at all. I mean, you're getting blown out at this point. Punt it away. Don't give your opponent a short field.
I mean, at this point, you're just trying to put points on the board. I realize it's going to give Indy really short field, and they already have a huge lead, but you're just trying to salvage as much of this game as you can. I don't know. You almost don't want to feel like you're waving the white flag to your fans and just punting it away, which is almost like signaling you're giving up.
First down 10 for the Pirates. The ball on the 32-yard line. And Wells back in the game. Here's the handoff. This is going to be to Morgan Ellison, and he works up his way upfield a little bit for a let's see where they spot the ball at. for a gain of about 1 yard. 2nd down and 9. Second and 9. Wells back in the game at quarterback. And it looks like Coffeyville is showing a blitz. And he'll hand it off to Ellison. Ellison spins, gets up across the 30-yard line to the 29. Pickup of 3. And it'll be 3rd down and about 6 yards to go.
3rd down. And it's 3rd down. 6 yards to go for the Pirates.
3 wide receivers coming out in this formation. They're bunched to the left side. Wells awaits the snap, claps his hands, gets the snap, drops back to pass, looking to throw downfield, and he's going to be sacked, but he gets his face mask yanked
it looked like Jersey.
And they're going to call face mask, so that will keep the drive alive.
I disagree.
As we're going to go back and look at the...
It definitely looked like it was...
At the replay.
Jersey. It'll play for me.
What? Automatic hit, half the distance? Okay, well, I guess from the line of scrimmage. But this moves it all the way down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. And
did they call face mask?
Yes. And we're looking at the replay, but here's the handoff straight up the middle to Morgan Ellison, and Ellison is tripped up at about inside the 10-yard line, and Matt Jordan over here is...
It was a face mask, not a horse collar.
So, was it a face mask?
No, it was not a face mask.
Wow.
If they called a horse collar, I might agree with it, but it's still the wrong call.
Right.
It was all shoulder pad. Horrible officiating.
Wow.
That's bad. That's a bad miss.
Here's Wells. Rolls out to his right. Looking downfield, and he'll be sacked. Nice play there by Coffeyville. And it's now going to be 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. And Matt over here, he has the instant replay. And he got a good look at it, and he said, maybe a horse collar, but not face mask.
Had it been a horse collar, I could see how you might call that. But it is clear grab of the
Jersey.
Shoulder pad,
right,
and ripped him down. So I could see where maybe you would say horse collar.
Well, it looks like we have an injury here, so let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to coverage of Red Ravens football on US 98.
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture? Now that's awesome. Go to your local Derailed Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Amazing deals store-wide on carpet, sheet vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and even luxury vinyl plank. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derailed Commodity, with locations in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, where the player is walking off the field under his own power. That's good to see. I just got a good close-up of that replay of the, and I put this in quotation marks, face mask. And, I could see horse collar there. That was definitely not a face mask. He never even came close to his head.
I mean, it wasn't a horse collar either, but if that would have been the call, I might have let it go, but absolutely not a face mask penalty.
3rd down and 4, 9, 8. There's all numbers all over the place. 3rd down and 8. I'm not using that scoreboard anymore. Here he is, Wells gets the snap. He stands back in the pocket. Now he has to step up. He gets across the 10-yard line and is brought down at the 7-yard line. So he gets a good pickup out of basically having to just kind of rush around the pocket. Wasn't able to get brought down. And now here comes the field goal unit for Independence. As the clock slowly works its way down to 9 minutes remaining. They will spot this at the 15-yard line, so this will be a 25-yard field goal attempt. And the snap is back, it's down, the kick is up, and it is good. 8:52 remaining in the ball game. Independence cracks the 60 mark. They now lead by a score of 62-23. You listen to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
Ralph, did you pay the electric bill?
Yes, Donna. I paid it using Community State Bank's online bill
You
payment.
know you can save a lot of time using online bill pay from Community State Bank.
Yes, Donna. I know, and it's really
easy, too. Just log into our Community State Bank account.
And sign up for Community State Bank's online
And
bill
sign
payment.
up for online bill pay.
Yes, Donna. We can do that for all of our
And
bills.
you can do that for all of our bills.
Yes, Donna. Community State Bank is almost as smart as you are.
Well, thank you, Ralph. Glad I could help. I love you, Ralph.
Community State Bank, member FDIC.
I love you too, Donna.
62-23. Independence leads Coffeyville, and here in the fourth quarter with 8:52 remaining in the ball game. Here's the kickoff. Fielded at the 4-yard line, being returned up to the 10, to the 20, to the 25, and pulled down at the 30-yard line. Decent return there for Coffeyville, and that's where they will start this drive. 8:46 remaining in the ball game. And Coffeyville looks like they will drop to 2-7 on the year, unless something miraculous happens. And trying to hand it off was Klein Peter Jr., and he fumbled the football when he did, but I think he was able to jump back on it, so it'll remain with Coffeyville. So, second down, 12 yards to go, handoff, and as he was running to the left side of the line, he got tripped up and went flying through the air, and it'll be third down, about 9 yards to go, actually 3rd and 10. So he's back up to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 10. Klein Peter with 3 wide receivers in this formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass is Klein Peter. He's going to look downfield, throws to his right, and it's caught and complete near the first down sticks. Catching that for Coffeyville was Jared Miles. And again, he's near the first down sticks, and they are going to give him the first down. So Coffeyville moves the sticks, and the drive will continue. .7:23 remaining in the ball game. 62-23. Snap back to Klein Peter, and he'll hand it off up the middle. And even I got lost where the ball went for a second. And it was Isaiah Wright getting the pass. And, I say getting the pass, but it was thrown his direction. It was intended for him, and that's no good. And it's going to be second down. Klein Peter with 1 back behind him in the backfield. Snap, they'll hand it off to him. This is, I do believe, it's either Lee or Famatu. Again, it's hard to see if it's an 8 or 6 up here. But it will be 3rd down either way. 3rd down and 6. Coffeyville, I do believe, goes on the road next week for a really, really, really long trip.
Yeah, head to Garden next week.
About a 6-hour one-way trip.
And back home to end the season for homecoming.
Here's a handoff straight up the middle and fighting ahead, getting up to the 45-yard line of the Pirates. It's going to be enough for a first down. I have to believe that was Marco Lee with that run. So first down, Ravens. Klein Peter claps, gets the ball, hands it off to Lee again. Lee pushing ahead, gets up to the 42. It's going to be a pickup of 3 yards. Second down and 7. The ball is at the 45-yard line there. They need to get to the 35. Just under 6 minutes remaining at 5:50, and in the ball game, Independence leads 62-23. Dropping back to pass downfield, and it was intended for one of the Coffeyville receivers. It was intended for Titan Williams, but a flag comes flying in at the last second. We'll see if it's pass interference, which, if it would, that would push it 15 yards downfield and to be a automatic first down. And it is pass interference on Wallace Melton, the 5'11", 180-pound freshman out of Phoenix City, Alabama. So the ball will now be moved to the 27-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10 yards to go for Coffeyville. Klein Peter gets the snaps, going to throw it downfield. He has a man in the end zone, and how is that not pass interference?
Well, I would call that one pass interference, but the previous one not pass interference. That should have at least been maybe holding.
Oh, my gosh, he was all over him. I mean, sometimes it's good to play close defense, but not when you're holding on to somebody's jersey. So it's going to be an incomplete pass. Second down and 10. 5.5 remaining in the ball game. Klein Peter elects to hand it off, getting up to the 25 to the 24. And there's a lot of Independence guys jumping in after the play has been blown dead, just basically dogpiling.
Yeah.
Which there's no need for that. He's down.
Yep.
Stop. That's one of the things. I may sound like a parent there, but it's annoying to do that because somebody can get hurt that way, including the guy that's trying to initiate the dog pile. Under 5 minutes remaining, third down and 6. There's a pass to the right side. It's complete up to the 15, to the 10, down to the 8-yard line. It'll be another first down for Coffeyville. And hauling that pass in was Titan Williams. So a 15-yard completion. It's going to be another first down for the Red Ravens, and it'll now be first and goal. As players shuttling in and out, substitutions. Klein Peter, shotgun once again. Looks to his left. It'll throw to the corner of the end zone, but nobody there. And it'll be second and 10.
They got tangled up a little bit as he tried to break to the corner, and then Klein Peter just threw a little too far in front of him. But heck of a throw, almost perfect throw, but just couldn't quite get there.
That was only those ones if he was there and the defensive back was there. The defensive back wouldn't have had a play on it at all.
That was perfectly in front of him. He just the little catch up that they got into right at the line of scrimmage is what kept them from getting a touchdown probably there.
And here's a Wildcat formation and a pitch and then a pass, touchdown! Red Ravens, a little trickeration to get into the end zone.
Listen, I love this, and I'm glad they're doing it. I hate that we're currently losing 62-29. But where has this creativity been all season long?
It's going to get wiped out, it looks like.
Anyway, where's this creativity been all season long?
That would be great to see. Unfortunately, the play is going to be wiped out of the Bears. An illegal man downfield. Come on, seriously. It's 62-23. Does this penalty really need to be called? That's like seeing a guy down on the ground and you just run up and kick him for no reason at all. I mean, if that's the call, obviously, but so it's going to be second down and goal. Ball's now back to the 14-yard line. Here's the handoff, and not able to get much anywhere is Lee. Gets up to the 13-yard line. .338 remaining in the ball game. This is third down and goal for Coffeyville. And Kleinpeter will throw it to the end zone. Has a man there, but pass was just a little too flat. Not enough air under it, and it'll be fourth down. And they're going to go ahead and go for it. What's going to hurt now at this point? Kleinpeter in the shotgun formation. Ball at the 13-yard line. And here's a snap back to Kleinpeter. Looking, throws it to the right side of the end zone. He's holding on to his jersey in the corner of the end zone, and they don't call anything. And the ball will go to the Pirates now. 62-23, 3:23 remaining in the ball game. That was another pass interference. So you call the illegal man downfield, which was dubious at best, but you won't call a guy holding on to another guy's jersey pass interference.
Well, the beauty of this officiating is the officials get graded, and all the grades are posted everywhere. Every official can see, and so I have a buddy who is in the same group that these officials are. I'm going to be asking him to let me know what these officials were graded, because I can't imagine it'll be very good.
Here's a handoff, speed handoff to Reggie Williams. He's going to get up to about the 28-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 15 yards and a first down. So at this point, let's just start doing open line at this point. So it's 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. 3 wide receivers in this formation, all bunched to the left side, nobody on the other side. And here is Wells with the QB run. Picks up about 9 yards. It's going to be second down and 1. As the clock slowly ticks away. And we're kind of hoping up here that they just kind of run. That way the clock will continue to run. And here's the handoff to Jones, and he takes off. He's to the 50, to the 45, escorted out at about the 45-yard line. And they're going to say he actually stepped out before that to the 47. It's going to be another pickup for a first down for Independence. Nearing 2 minutes left in the ball game. As we said, Coffeyville is going to drop to 2-7 on the year, while Independence will improve to 4-3. Snap back and the handoff once again to the right side. That is Jones. And the pile's being pushed. It's the Bush push from years ago. But picks up about 2 yards, and it's going to be second down We'll have a short post game after this. And then we'll go on and get out of here. So everybody can enjoy the rest of their Saturday night. And I will go home and go to sleep because I am tired. A lot of traveling last night. Here is the handoff to Jones. Jones gets up to the 35 and brought down at the 34. That was actually Ellison with the run. Under a minute left in the ball game, and looks like they only got to run maybe one more play, and then we all can get on out of here. Boy, I really heard a twang, a very southern twang in my voice when I said, "Get on out of here," when I wasn't even trying to.
Looks like they're going to go to the victory.
You have the victory formation here. Just have to snap it with under 30 seconds left. They do. Takes a knee, and that will be the final play of the ball game. Final score as Independence rolls Coffeyville by a score of 62-23. And man, that cannon got me again. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break. And we'll come back with some final stats, and we'll get on out of here for the night. You're listening to coverage of Red Raven football right here on US 98.
Playing an important part in the growth of Coffeyville in southeast Kansas is Acme Foundry. From humble beginnings in 1914 with just 2 small buildings and 40 employees, Acme Foundry has grown to a 212,000 square foot facility with over 300 employees. Today, Acme Foundry is a diverse company with a wide array of products, including parts for diesel engines, hydraulic and industrial valves, petroleum production gears, and more. Acme Foundry, representing the growth of Coffeyville.
At Taco Mayo, save lots of money on the classic value menu. Choose from 4 mouth-watering items for just $5. There's 10 items to choose from, like crunchy beef tacos, bean burritos, tostados, frosty cold drinks, and the most popular Potato Locos. It's an unbelievable value. Pick 4 items for a measly $5. You can choose additional items for just $1.25. While enjoying the game, stop in and feed the family without breaking the budget. Only at Taco Mayo in Coffeyville and Parsons. You've been listening to Coffeyville Community College Red Raven Football on US 98 KUSN.
Red Raven Football on US 98 is an exclusive production of KUSN Radio Sports.
Stay tuned for the Red Raven Postgame Show, brought to you by Taco Mayo, Coffeyville Community College, The Sleep Inn and Suites, Coffeyville Tire and Auto, Dundas Ford Toyota of Bartlesville, Gillum Retail Liquor, Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, Derailed Commodity, Windsor Place, Acme Foundry, and Community State Bank. Now, here's today's Red Raven Postgame Show on US 98 KUSN.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, our final score of the night, Independence has defeated the Red Ravens by a score of 62-23 in blowout fashion, and it got out of control early with the 2 quick touchdowns that Independence scored in the first quarter, and then another quick field goal before Coffeyville got onto the scoreboard. So Coffeyville put themselves behind the 8 ball pretty early on in this ball game.
Yes, they did. They got behind pretty quickly. A lot of big plays. I mean, just look at this: 78-yard punt return, 32-yard run, 31-yard field goal. Well, that's not a big play. 78-yard punt return, 32-yard run, 60-yard pass, 63-yard pass, 84-yard pass, and then it finally becomes smaller plays: 29-yard run, 2-yard run, and a 25-yard run. But 78, 60, 60, and 84 for the plays over 60 yards.
Big chunk touchdowns. Couple of final stats though here for as you said, it was big chunk plays that pretty much that got Coffeyville tonight. The Coffeyville defense has usually been pretty good this year. I mean, giving up 49 against Hutchinson, but we have to remember that's Hutch. Look what happened today. They scored 85.
Yeah.
I mean, ridiculous. I mean, that's video game, but Independence did the same thing, and it's just this was probably the worst game that Coffeyville's defense has played all year.
Well, yeah, giving up the big plays for sure, and we'll hit the stats real quick. 62-23 is the final. 21 first downs for both teams. 35 carries, 278 yards for Independence. 45 carries, 133 yards for Coffeyville. 297 yards passing versus 152. 8 of 12, so 8 completions, 297 yards, pretty good for Independence. 47 plays, 567. Here's what's nuts. 47 plays, 567 yards. 82 plays, 285 yards. You run almost twice as many plays and get twice as few yards. That's a big negative there. We look at penalty yards, 10 for 86 versus 5 for 45. So that was actually in favor of Coffeyville. Coffeyville had the ball for 37 minutes versus 22 for Independence. But when you score so quickly, that's that's a kind of a moot point.
It absolutely is. So, again, that's our couple of our final stats for tonight. And, again, final score, 62-23. This is the second straight night I've seen games that were basically video games. The one I did last night in Parsons, Caney Valley, winning that game, that was basically a pinball game in itself where just scores were falling out of the sky. So, and that was an exciting game on its own. So, but again, our final score here is 62-23. That's going to be it for us. We're going to go ahead and get on out of here. Coffeyville travels to Garden City next week. Don't think we're going along for that one, but you still will be able to hear it right here on US 98. We'll have somebody doing that for us. That's a 12-hour round trip that we're not prepared to take. Again, for Matt Jordan and for our...
we're prepared to take it.
Oh, yeah.
We're just not going to have to take it.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, but for Matt Jordan and for Sam Reed, our executive producer and engineer back in the studio, pushing all the buttons and making this sound as good as we possibly can, I'm Kyle High. Again, our final score, 62-23, Independence over Coffeyville. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening